Welcome to episode 2 of Birds on the Line Victory Sunday edition. How are you guys doing today? I am BIRDGANG 31, and I am in the building with my boy.
One Tree Riddock, y'all already know. I ain't got to do too much explaining. Let's get into it. We got that dub, baby. That dub, that one we was looking for. The one we needed to get back on track, to turn this season around. Let's see, can we build off it?
Yeah, man, it was a great victory today. You know, like we said on our post-game shows, everything we expected to see from our team all year long since week 2. I'm happy that these guys finally got it together and they're finally out there listening to everybody when we say run the ball, because the Eagles went for 230-something yards today. That is nothing but greatness. You know what I'm saying? Our defense had turnovers. We had 6 sacks. You know what I'm saying? Like pressure up the yin yang on golf. Man, I loved everything I seen today, and that's how we need to be playing for the rest of the season.
I agree, bro. But the crazy part is we already knew we could play this kind of football.
Philly girl, new channel member, what's up?
Hey, what's up, Philly girl? We already knew we could play this kind of football, though. This dominating kind of football, just based off the offensive line we have. So I don't know why they didn't try to establish the run. I mean, it helps everybody out. It helps your quarterback out. It helps your offensive line out, wide receivers, running backs. Let your running backs get in the groove. Your defense. Now your defense not on the field so long. So, I mean, hopefully Nick Sirianni can stick to this kind of game plan. I mean, it's not going to be – you're not going to beat every team just not throwing the football. But, I mean, if you could get that balance in your attack, you're going to be dangerous because you're going to be so unpredictable. We were so predictable. They knew we was throwing the football. If not, it was run-pass option. We actually got under center today on a number of occasions. I'm watching the game. I'm just sitting there. I'm like, no, this ain't the same Eagles team. What the hell? We's capable of this? Why we ain't been doing this?
Right?
It's crazy, bro.
Hey, guys, this show is for you, the fan. You know what I'm saying? This is Birds on the Line. This is for you guys. We have pinned up at the top of every channel that you're watching it from. There's a pin of the StreamYard, link to get you guys in here. This is for you guys. We want to hear how you feel about today's victory. You know what I'm saying? And if you're from another team, because this is on the network channel as well. If you're on another team and your team won today, let's hear what you got to say about it. You know what I'm saying? This is for you guys. We were here for you to hear what you got to say. So, you know what I'm saying? We're just waiting on our first guest. We're going to continue to talk until we get our first guest on the line. But hey, don't be shy. Get up in here. Let's hear what you got to say for sure, though.
Hey, Gio, we really can't say it was a poor performance by Jalen Hurts. He did what they asked him to do today. They didn't want it. They came into this game, I mean, knowing we was going to run the football. I mean, they didn't ask him to do too much. I don't feel like he played bad. I feel like he played within the game plan. I mean, get up in here, Gio.
Get up in here, Gio.
Yeah, get up in here.
We're not doing the stuff in the chat today, my guy.
Yeah, we ain't dealing with the stuff in the chat.
The links at the top of the page.
Y'all want to get that out?
And let us know how you feel about it.
And holler at me and BIRDGANG. Y'all want to get it out your system? Come here and holler at me and BIRDGANG.
Let's go, man.
Yeah, Miss BIRDGANG. That's all we ask for, man. Get that dub.
Dub in the house.
Get that dub. But yeah, I seen a lot of good stuff today, man. A lot of good stuff. I seen our defensive line actually firing off. Like Gannon actually let them play today. They weren't playing so conservative.
It's all good, my guy. Put it down for a second. Everybody gets 5 to 10 minutes on here, so it's not like you got an
Yeah,
hour
5 to 10
stream.
minutes, man.
You know what I'm saying? It's just a quick 5, 10 minutes. Jump online. Let us know what you got to say about it, my guy. Though, I respect it if you're eating and you don't want to stop, but it's just 5 minutes, my guy. You can come up in here.
Yeah, man. Like I don't feel like I heard a lot. I seen and I heard a lot of people say that today that Jalen Hurts played bad. But mind you, he really didn't pass the football too often today. We relied on a run game. It was a dominant attack. Two
Right?
running backs. Uh, Miles Sanders and John Howard both got double digit carries. When the last time has that ever happened? Jalen Hurts was our leading rusher again, but he was. It wasn't really design runs. It was like
Mm-mm.
Jalen just getting out the pocket. I mean, using his legs. I mean, Nick Sirianni didn't really call too many design quarterback runs today. I like that. I mean, limit the hits on your quarterback. I know he can use his legs, but you don't want him to take that pounding throughout the season. That's what you got running backs for. That's their job.
Facts.
That's their job to take those hits. So I feel like I don't know if it was just a Detroit game plan, but I felt like this week Nick Sirianni definitely showed some growth.
A+ from me, my guy. Nick Sirianni gets that A+ today. Now, can you keep the A the rest of the school year, my guy? Because class is in session, baby, and you are only in the first half of the semester, so you got a whole second half of semester to do it, my guys. What up, Jinx? Jinx in the building. How you doing, Jinx? You say you coming in, Jinx? The link's at the top of here. We got 10 in here. Please hit that like. Subscribe to me at One Trade Rock and the network's channel if you guys have not subscribed before. But like I said, this is for you guys. We want to see you in here. Come on, Jinx. Be the first one to be up on the line tonight.
We got 10 in here. Don't nobody want to get on camera? Come on, man.
There's a feature where you can keep your face off. You can turn off your camera when you go into the settings. It'll ask you if you want to do audio, if you want to do video, if you want to do both, or do you want to just do, whatever you want to do. So if you're worried about being seen on camera, you know what I'm saying? Especially you two, Gio from the 215, you know what I'm saying? While you eating, you can still talk about it, a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Keep that camera off and you can grub out and talk at the same time, my guy.
I know this looking a little bit far ahead because we don't play until next Sunday. But what's your confidence level in this Chargers game at the link?
Man, the confidence level is high. We're playing like this. You know what I'm saying? If we continue this pace the rest of the year, like I said, plenty of times since game one, there is not, talent wise, there's not one team that I don't think we can beat straight up. You know what I'm saying? We have too much talent on our roster not to be beat. Now, were they green? Yes. You know what I'm saying? They were green. So it took a while, for these guys to gel. But I think talent wise, there's definitely not one person that we can't beat. We got our first caller in tonight. What up, my guy? Let's get him on in here.
I had to
What's
get
up,
on,
bro?
man. I was
Hell
busting the
yeah. I was
cheesesteak
looking
real
at you out
quick.
here, my guy.
What's good, man? No, I was saying earlier, I mean, he wasn't playing too poorly, but he could have passed the ball more. Even though we capitalized more on the run or whatever, that was a good thing that we got the 200 yards. But I still want to see him do that next week, and when I throw more more balls, when I 100 yards, 103 yards, he could be better, man.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at the attempts and the completions, it's like they really didn't use him too often today. I mean, they really didn't have to. They stuck to a game plan. The game plan worked. They didn't switch it up. I mean, when Jalen Hurts did actually throw the football, he got some completions. They really didn't ask for too much from him today, and that's a good situation because they've been putting so much pressure on this kid since the beginning of the season, throwing for over 40 passing attempts and stuff like that. No, just dial the game plan down a little bit, make it a little bit more simpler. I mean, when Jalen Hurts will progress through practice and game experience, but I mean, you look at Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson really wasn't a established passer when he first came in. He had to build himself up to that. I mean, he had to build the confidence up, the accuracy, all that. So I mean, Jalen Hurts still relatively young, and he's still learning. So I'm not really too mad. I like what they did today. They let him clear his head a little bit. Man, he had to think so much today. They wasn't giving him the run pass options, none of that stuff. They just
Mhm.
actually played this simple football and it
Right. They
worked.
play smash mouth football. That's it.
Smash mouth, yep.
Yeah.
And
That's
you can
what
even
you know what I
go
mean?
back to the GOAT, man. Tom Brady, his first 3 years wasn't that Tom
No,
Brady
yeah,
passing for
exactly.
all these yards. Man, he was a game manager. You know what I'm saying? The Patriots won those first three Super Bowls off Vinatieri's leg, that defense, and Corey Dillon running that rock. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like those guys over there, they had a whole new game plan where all he had to do was manage the game. Like, yes, he didn't have any turnovers, but as you see, Hurts don't have that many turnovers this year. You know what I'm saying? Like, people not calling for, Mahomes head. Mahomes is over 16 turnovers this year already. You know what I'm saying? But everybody's cool with that. You know what I'm saying? But they want to come down on Hurts so hard. You know what I'm saying? You got to let this guy play, let this guy develop. And I think with this kind of game plan, you definitely going to see some development from Hurts. Like, he had some nice passes to Goddard today. You know what I'm saying? Like, he did his thing today.
Yeah.
Like I said, like, it wasn't nothing special. It wasn't like, nothing too fancy or whatever. But like I said at the beginning of the season, Hurts could be an MVP without having to take the team on his back. You know what I'm saying? He could just all he has to do is be a game manager and use his legs when needed. You know what I'm saying? Cause you get 60 yards a game, that's 1,000 yards rushing. You know what I'm saying? Like you have 200 yards a game. You know what I'm saying? Like even 150 yards a game, you got over 4,000 yards passing. So it's not that big of a deal. Like he can do his thing, and get that MVP as long as
Right.
you don't have to have all that pressure. I think all that RPO stuff is just too much for him to think about. Should I hand it off? Should I keep it? People are mad at me for not handing it off. People are mad at me for keeping it. You know what I'm saying? Like, should I pass it after? You know what I'm saying? With our makeshift offensive line that we be having every week, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's out of there running for his life, usually by the time he makes those decisions, you know what I'm saying? And everybody wants to call him a one-read quarterback. Well, you put yourself in his situation, you know what I'm saying? After the first 2 seconds, the average quarterback got 2 to 3 seconds to throw the ball every single down. And with the line that we've been having, you know what I'm saying, even though they have been playing better, especially today since we were running, and they got to do what they do best, and that's run block, he only has 2 3 seconds to throw that ball, and after making a decision where he's keeping it, running it, and by the time he gets to that passing thing, he only can really get to one option. But yeah, man.
How
Yeah,
you
it's
feel
just
about the game overall though, Gio?
defense played real good, man. They played good. The linebackers are getting better. I mean, like I said, Marcus Epps, he surprised me with seven tackles today. TJ Edwards 8. Yeah, 5 assist tackles, and then you had Marcus Epps with 2. They showed up, and then Darius Slay and Devontae Maddox showing up at home. That was big. That was big.
I agree. Our defense played well today, man. Our
Mm-hmm.
front four got pressure all day. Even when getting in blitz, we got there. 7 sacks. What they had, like 9 quarterback pressures.
Yeah, we had 6 sacks today. Yeah.
Bro, we played well. Hargreaves was cooking up front.
Millen too,
Sweat was
man.
balling. Even the younger guys. Tyron Jackson came in with a sack. Milton Williams got a sack.
Mm-hmm.
We really we played. It was a complete game today. Like we played a complete game today. Remember every week it was either the offense was on and the defense was off, or the defense was on and the offense was off. We got a complete game today. That's all you can ask for. I know it's against the Detroit Lions, but the Detroit Lions have been giving the best teams in this league great games. We went up there to their home and embarrassed them. So if we could build off that, that'd be perfect. But Nick Sirianni can't get in his own way. He just can't get in his own way. Stick to the game plan until they stop it. Once they stop it, then you make adjustments. But don't just start going past crazy. You don't got that kind of quarterback. You don't have that kind of offensive line. Our receivers are still young. They still learning how to get off jams and stuff like that. You putting so much pressure on your offense for no reason.
Mm-hmm.
We ain't even had I know Miles Sanders is pissed off right now. Damn, as soon as I leave, y'all want to start running the goddamn football?
Mm-hmm.
Jared Howard, close to 60 yards. Boston Scott went over 60. Jalen Hurts in the 70s. That's a great rushing attack right there. And then you add Jalen Rager, little reverse sweeps and stuff like that, jet sweeps and all that. I mean, it's a great game plan, bro. We
And
kept
I've
our
been
defense
crying for
fresh
those
and off the field.
jet sweeps, man. We've been needing to do that since game one. You know, I've been tired. Every week you see other teams use their fast guys doing those plays, and we didn't use them at all. And I was getting pissed. I'm like, why you got these fast receivers? You don't want to use them in other ways. You know what I'm saying? You got to use them to all their best of their abilities in every position. You know what I'm saying? Like he definitely came out a lot better with his play calling today.
Yeah, he put it together. He definitely put it together today. I expected Jared Goff to look a little better than he did. We was you already know he don't like getting hit, period. So that's all you gotta do is put them pads on him. He gonna tap out. Right. Yeah, bro. Like overall, I mean, it's really nothing we can complain about with this game. Now, only bad thing you can say is it's the Detroit Lions. That's the only thing you can say. Other than that, everything was on point, perfect. They knew what they was doing. They stuck to their game plan. I mean, it worked. They didn't go away from it. They didn't shy away from it. I mean, that's all you can really ask for.
And I don't
think we're gonna be putting up 40 points every week, but if we could bring that kind of offensive mindset to every game we play, and that kind of defensive mindset to every game we play, we're never going to be in a situation where we don't trust what's going on. You get me? Mind you, we been down in every game we played so far. Except, I mean, even the Atlanta game, we've been down. We've been trying to fight back to take the lead. This time we jumped on the team and we kept our foot on the pedal. We gotta do that. And when we got into the red zone, we scored touchdowns. Remember, that was big. We used to get down there and got settled for field goals. We scored touchdowns today. I mean, we did everything well today.
You gonna get up in here next, too, Key? You can get up in here and say what you gotta say about the game coming up next. But yeah, man, like you were saying too, and I don't even look at it as like, oh, it's just the Detroit Lions, because guess what? You know what I'm saying? Every team in the NFL get paid. You know what I'm saying? There's not very often where you're scoring 44 points in the game, period, by no team. I don't even care. The best teams out there don't even put up 44 points like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and if we would have beat the Lions, like I said before, 14-7, something like that, then yeah, I probably wouldn't be that excited. You know what I'm saying? Like, it probably would have been a garbage game. But, you know, to have a complete game like we played today, you know what I'm saying, a total blowout like we should have, you know, done to a lot of teams this year. You know what I'm saying? Like, we put it together big, and we won huge today, man. That was a huge win. And, like, you can't take no credit away from that win today. That was a total team effort, and they did their job.
Yeah. Again, like I said, shout out to the defense super keeping Swift on check. And TJ Hawkinson on the 100 yards again. We're getting these tight ends on the 100 yards. Another thing, too, we're taking these big targets away from these quarterbacks. So, hopefully we do that going in next week.
Give me your offense or your defense player of the game.
Defense player of the game, man. Got to be Sweat easily, man. Them 2 sacks. And and my offensive player of the game got to be Jordan Howard. I've been saying it for a long time. We need him, man. We needed him.
Exactly. I don't even get why dude was sitting on the practice squad for so long.
Yeah, a waste of talent, man.
Waste of talent. Boston Scott got his first carries. I think it was this week, right? His first real carries in the game. It was this week, and he been activated all season. That's how you know we wasn't feeding our running backs. There shouldn't be no reason Boston Scott doesn't have a carry. And this is week 8. He doesn't have a carry, and he's active every week. Gainwell rarely gets the football. He should get the football more. Miles Sanders, you know he needs the football more. Stop putting so much pressure on your quarterback. Like that's like that's like having Aaron Jones on the Packers and Aaron Rodgers don't use him. Aaron Jones is a weapon, a big weapon.
Sure,
Miles Sanders is a big weapon. I don't get it, bro. But I mean, hopefully this right here is a turning point. I mean, they can't go back now. We didn't already seen it. Y'all can't go back now. I mean, y'all can't. Because you got to look at our offensive line too. We got big road graders on our offensive line. Why wouldn't you want them to go forward? Let them go smack somebody instead of keep dropping back in the pass protection. Yeah, man. Like I said, I don't want to turn it negative. I just hope that they can build off of this. And we see the real Eagles team. We can see the real Eagles team week after week. I mean, the play calling been holding us back. Quarterback play been holding us back. Unhealthy offensive line holding us back. So hopefully they could start stacking these wins up.
For sure,
Yeah,
man.
man. We do got 3 in the back, man. Go ahead and give your final thoughts, my guy, and let everybody know where they can find you at.
They can find me on G-Open255 at Twitter and YouTube. Like I said, I'm just up and coming, so be patient. Everything's gonna be there. Appreciate Cherry Rock and Bird Game for having me on the call right now.
No problem, my guy.
There you go,
Salute to
Birds,
you, my
man.
guy. And anytime you want to collab, my guy, you got me on Twitter. Hit me up.
Yeah,
We can get
I'll
we
send you a
set something
message
up. I'll get you on here, my guy.
for
Same
sure.
with me,
All right.
bro. Just hit me
Appreciate
up.
y'all.
Peace. Next up, we got BLSG in the building.
Oh man, here you go.
Yes,
He
sir.
been waiting
What's going
patiently.
on, guys?
He been
How
waiting
about them
patiently.
birds, man?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
How about
Go,
them birds today?
How about them birds, baby?
Yes,
Gio.
sir. I don't care if it's the Detroit Lions. I don't care which team it is. A win is a win. And that defense by Jonathan Gannon played fantastic today. Gary Slay and Avonte Maddox on a strip
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
on Jared Goff today. Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. What was your favorite parts of the game, BLSG?
Well, mainly, like I said before, all the pressure we brought up onto Jared Goff, and another one was the fact that we ended up running the ball. And finally, we actually utilized our other running backs. We utilized Jordan Howard. We utilized Kenny Gainwell, even though he didn't play that well. And we utilized Boston Scott. We utilized our other running backs. What have we been asking from Sirianni the entire season? Run the ball. 3 words. Run the ball. I mean, I was so tired of running RPOs with Jalen, but thank you. We actually did something. And why has it taken this long to bring Jordan Howard onto the active roster? That's just a waste of a roster spot for anybody who's injured on this freaking roster right now. I don't care what anybody says. Jordan Howard always needs to be on the active roster. He's with that bruiser back that knows how to play that running back role, and I don't care what anybody says.
I agree.
Heck yeah, I agree
I
with that,
agree.
man. I don't know who you think's gonna be on the roster. When Miles comes back, give me your 3 backs. You think that's gonna stay? You think they're gonna keep all 4 up, or you think somebody's hitting that practice squad?
Well, I think someone might be hitting the practice squad. So Sanders, he's going to come back. He obviously will be on the active roster. And then coming up, I honestly think Gainwell needs to start improving a little bit. So I'm going to say Howard comes up onto the active roster, and Boston Scott will also be on the active roster, and they will move Kenny Gainwell down to the practice squad. Because if you saw what Jordan Howard did today, Jordan Howard looked great. He looked fantastic today. He was that bruiser back. He was that man that could back up for Miles Sanders. He could do everything today. He could do the run game, and he was the main back today. I mean, Boston Scott, he did decent too, but I loved what I saw out of Jordan Howard, and let's hope this continues for him.
Heck yeah. Give me a offensive player of the game and a defensive player of the game.
Offensive player of the game? Well, I'm not going to say Jalen Hurts because Jalen Hurts didn't pass the ball that well. I mean, because we relied on the run game. So I'm going to go with someone on the run, between someone in the run game. I'm going to say Dallas Goedert because Goddard had a pretty decent game today, like 70-something yards for him, somewhere in the 60s or 70s for him. And that's a decent game out of the tight end that you really don't see a lot of receptions from. Normally you would see Zach Ertz, but Zach Ertz is no longer in Philly. So you need that tight end that's going to step up and take that role, and Dallas Goedert was that guy for the offense. Now in terms of the defense, I'm just going to go out there and say the entire defensive line and Jonathan Gannon because at the end of the day, they all displayed a very well defensive game, and I loved the 6 sacks that I saw out of the defensive line, and I loved the strip sack that Avonte Maddox had, and Darius Slay recovered it for a scoop and score.
Nice.
I like how you punched that football out of there.
Right?
Yeah. It look, you remind me of Peanut Tillman on that one. I was like, oh, let's go, Maddox. Let me find out you learning a little
bit.
He's
doing good.
You been watching some Peanut Tillman films.
Nice. So do you think we're gonna be able to keep this up going into next week? Do you think this was just a one-trick pony for Halloween from Nick Sirianni and JG, or do you think that this is going to be our offense moving forward and defense?
Well, at the end of the day, I mean, as long as we have this dog mentality, and as long as we keep doing what we're doing and not bringing up flowers and gardening and plants, like we just want to talk about football and dog mentality. That's all we want to talk about. We don't want to talk about gardening. We don't want to talk about flowers. We don't want to talk about anything else outside of football. Football is the only thing we want to talk about. And what does football relate to? Dog mentality, because that shows what we are made of. We are made of dog mentality, especially when we play great games like that and like what we saw today. So honestly, if we can keep that up, we can honestly shock a few teams. And the Chargers ended up losing to the Patriots today, and we play them next week. So we'll just see what happens.
They lost to the Patriots today. That's awesome to hear.
Yeah, they did.
The
And
Patriots ain't
Herbert
that
didn't
great.
have a good game either. He had like 2 touchdowns and 2 interceptions against that Pats defense.
All right,
I saw one of them. He overthrew the dude. He wasn't even looking. It was a pick six.
Yeah.
But yeah, we get him at the link, and we hot right now. So
did y'all see that Saints Bucks game in the end?
Oh yeah, Tom Brady threw that interception.
Yeah, bro.
I seen it.
Yo, threw a pick six, bro.
Pick six.
End. Oh man, that was beautiful.
Tom Brady threw a pick six.
All right, BLSG, go ahead and give me your final thoughts to the game and tell everybody where they can find you at. We got some people backstage. We got to keep this thing rolling.
I got you, bro. I got you. Just wanted to come on here, say what's up, give my thoughts on the game. Final thoughts. Just a very well-executed game. If we could keep playing like this, we can honestly shock some teams that we're like not gonna. A lot of people think we're not gonna beat. Like the Chargers. You could take the Chargers for instance. You can take the Broncos in Mile High. That's a tough place to win. The Saints have been having our number. Even though this game's at home, we don't know how long Jameis Winston's going to be out with his injury. And who knows how well our division rivals will be, because we got 5 games with our division rivals, because we already played the Cowboys once, but everybody else has to come into play and do what they need to do. And at the end of the day, I was up on One Tree Rock spot, but they just need to come in and do what they need to do. And if they can do that, we can honestly shock some teams and beat some teams that we aren't predicted to beat. But we could honestly be the underdogs and do some special things. And that's all I got on final words. But y'all can find me on YouTube, BLSG. Search in the search bar. Give your boy a sub, and it'd be greatly appreciated. Twitter for me, BLSG20. Definitely go give your boy a follow on Twitter. And yeah, man, it's always fly, Eagles fly, and it's Victory Sunday. Let's have a good week, and let's hope for a win next week.
Yes, sir. Yeah, everybody go find BLSG's link. BLSG, if you want to drop that in the chat.
Yeah, I'll get that then.
We'll get that in the chat
I'm not sure if I'm moderated, because I think I would need to be moderated to drop that.
Okay, well, Mr. BIRDGANG's on it right now. She's going to get you up in here. And everybody, please go out and subscribe to BLSG, another Eagles content creator doing this thing out there. Much love to you, BLSG. And you have a great Eagles night tonight.
I'm going to go watch that Cowboys game, and hopefully the Cowboys end up losing. And as always, man, go Birds.
Go Birds.
Peace.
Peace. I love the energy tonight, y'all. I love the energy. Let's get some more callers up. There you go.
All right. Next we got
Hello there.
Our boy Raphael in the house. How you doing, my guy?
Woo! I'm very good right now. I feel so much good about that Panthers victory, because over the last 3 quarters, it was just like fantastic. And Saint Gonzalez was an enormous beast, because he just went in against the Atlanta Falcons, because at the first and second quarter, that was the time for the Cordero Patterson had a touchdown. But I had to be honest with you, Saint Gonzalez just nailed it. And with Chaba Howard, they just made another victory, because we are Carolina Independents. We're not going to hold in another lose. So we are just the 4-win everything. So it's incredible.
Hey, congratulations to you Panthers out there, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all beat Atlanta today. That was a good game, man. I'm happy for you guys getting back on that win train like we did today, man.
Mm-hmm. them division games, man, they always the best ones to win.
Yeah, that's it. Is because I'm just trying to because over this week I will just having a bad 4 weeks without Christian McCaffrey. But right now, we just seems like okay. So some journals seems goes like that, but we just saw that St. Gonzalez is the savior and also Chuba Howard. But in fact about that, I just think about what will be next for the Carolina Panthers against the New England Patriots. So it could be tough because we got Chuba Hubbard, Sam Darnold, and I just wanted to see because remember the last time that Cam Newton was the Carolina Panthers and he was traded for the New England Patriots and now he's funded to the free agent. I think it might be not happening, but it seems like we have chances to see Mac Jones versus Sam Darnold at home game on the next week.
Mac Jones look good right now, though, man.
I told everybody Matt Jones is a
Yeah, he
beast,
look
man.
good right
I
now,
watch
yo.
every game here in Alabama with Matt Jones passing that rock. He know what he's doing out there.
They get some weapons over there, it's gonna be dangerous. And they defense already be playing great. You get a little bit more weapons around Mac Jones, bro. Bill Belichick got him a quarterback. You get me?
I
That's
knew it. He's just a
scary.
perfect example of Tom Brady, but better. He's starting out at a higher level than Brady started out at. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? Like Mike Jones is a champion. You know what I'm saying? Brady didn't. I think he did win one bowl game, but he wasn't on no Alabama. You know what I'm saying? Dominating team like that when he first came out. But like it's the same kind of mode. Matt Jones is a little bit more faster. You know what I'm saying? Has a little bit more stronger arm than Brady did coming out. So Bill Belichick knew what he was doing. He drafted Matt.
Raphael, what's your
Tell me.
overall thoughts? What's your overall thoughts on Sam Darnold? You feel like he's a franchise quarterback for y'all? Y'all need to
Well,
go get a
for
different guy.
for me, he's not like because the franchise quarterback we got over here it's Cam Newton because over these last years. But I don't see that Sam Darnold is gonna be the franchise quarterback because he needs to improve some more. Because he
Hmm.
needs to improve and don't see like any ghosts like the last season with the New York Jets. So I don't think it's gonna be ready for being like the franchise quarterback because he had a long way to do to improve. He's gonna go to be a franchise quarterback because the only franchise quarterback that we know as Carolina Panthers fans is Cam Newton. But we see like some Darnold, I don't know, it seems like debatable.
I agree. It's probably just more of a wait and see then, because I feel like Sam Darnold could be a good quarterback. He got to get out of his own head sometimes. He like you said, he be seeing ghosts. I mean that comes from him being in New York for so long. You gotta get that out of him, man. I be seeing ghosts too. I was behind that New York Jets line for all them years. So he just got to get acclimated to the new team for real. I mean, I feel
Yep.
like he's gonna be a good quarterback.
Yeah, man. Hey, give me your player, your offensive player of your game, of the day for you, and your defensive player of the game for you today on your
Oh.
team.
Right now, I just want to put Saint Gonzalez because right now Saint Gonzalez has been doing so good, and it's not just only Sam Darnold and Christian McCaffrey. We just see like um, Saint Gonzalez and Robbie Anderson. There's Chava Howard and Stephen Gilmore, which is doing us so far a good game. But I just wanted to say that as a Carolina Panthers fans, we're not holding back, but this is like the moment that we saw like a rebuilding because we
Hmm.
just had a one quarterback, we just had an amazing defense. So we're not holding it back on another L because I think it's gonna be a shocking moment if we enter to the playoffs. So if we continue without Christian McCaffrey, that will be dumb. But if we continue to play with Christian McCaffrey healthier, that will be easier than go to the playoffs.
Nice, man. Nice. I like all that, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, and if you guys don't want Christian, you can send him this way. Him and Miles Sanders would be a great 1-2 punch. You know what I'm saying? I'll take him. We'll give you a second round pick and Barnett. How about that?
Yeah, yeah. I'll take
Yes.
Christian McCaffrey all day, every day.
Yes,
But all right,
and
my guy, like give me some final thoughts and let everybody know where they can find you at. We got some people backstage. We got to keep this party rolling.
oh, yes, sir. Right now, my final thoughts about that, keep pounding and follow me on TikTok and Twitch as Captain Guaro 93. You can subscribe me on YouTube as Rafael Chacin Montilla. And also, you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram as Medicin Rafucho. So, El Capitán se despide. So, see you guys later. All right.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. There is his link. It is inside the chat. So make sure you guys go subscribe to my boy Raphael. He's a beast out there dropping that fire content, my guy. Man, much love to you. I'm subscribed to him and I love watching all his shows, man. Hey, keep up the good work, guy. And we'll definitely see you next time on Birds on the Line, my guy.
Yes, thank you for joining me at the Bird Gang Nation. So, salute to you, y'all.
Thank you, my guy. All right, let's keep it rolling. We got Key in the
Yo,
building, in the
yo, yo.
building.
What is up, guys?
Hey,
What's going on?
Hey, big Key in the building. Shout out to Key for the fire network intro, outro, baby. Thank you again, Key. That was
No problem. What's
awesome.
going on, guys?
chilling,
How you
chilling.
doing?
How you
Finally up
feel
here.
about the game
Finally up
today,
here.
Key?
Can you hear us?
Yeah, I'll hear you. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
got you. We got
All
you.
right.
How
So
you
how you
feel
like the
about the
game
game
today,
today?
Key?
It's about doggone time. That's all I
All
gotta
right.
say. Like we needed this win. I don't care how we got it. We needed it. Um, it didn't matter if we won by 1, 2, 3, 4. We got the win. And Sirianni listened to us for once and ran the ball. I mean, Jalen
Facts.
didn't have a good. I mean, he didn't really have a good productive day, but the running is all that matters. 2 from Jordan Howard came up from the practice squad. I don't know why we just didn't bring him up in the first place because he's still that bowling ball with feet that we need to get the extra yardage. And Boston Scott, little old Boston Scott reminds me of another Spurs 2.0. Definitely, we need him out the backfield. So that was
Right.
it was clutch that we got some running from them. Jalen's gonna run, of course. Receivers didn't really get into it because it was such a running game, and that defense. Give the game ball to the defense.
Mm-hmm.
The whole defense, she said.
The whole defense, exactly. Get the
I
whole
agree.
defense, get the game ball.
It's the
That's
best I've
what's
seen them
up,
play
man.
all
That's
year.
what's up. How do you take Kurt's game? We've been getting some mixed reviews on Hurts. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he passed enough to really say he did that bad of a job, you know,
I
but I
mean,
think he did what he had to do.
I think he did what he had to do because it was the running game that was successful. And I know it's the Detroit Lions, but the Detroit Lions is the best 0-18 I've ever seen because they compete each and every game. They compete. Any given Sunday, you don't know what they're gonna do. They almost
Mhm.
beat Baltimore. They almost beat the Rams. They compete. Just not today. They didn't compete because they looked like a straight 0-17 day. But
Yeah, I ain't expect that. I ain't expect us to go down there
I,
and do
I
that
did
to
not
them.
expect that 44 points. And then Slade capped it off with the homecoming with that scooping score. So
Mind you, Eagles fans was nervous before this game. It was
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
because
damn,
I
we
wasn't
gonna
even
go
sure we
down
were
there
gonna
and
win
lose to
today. I ain't
Detroit.
gonna even front. Like
I heard
after
that
that
all
game
week.
last week, man, I was like, man, we might lose next week. This is not cool. You know what I'm saying? So I'm happy they definitely changed my opinion on that one.
definitely. But no, we definitely needed this game because I told my other friends, I said if we lose, I will wear a Detroit jersey. I have an Ndamukong Suh jersey. So I like throwbacks. So I have a jersey. I was like, if we lose, I will throw the jersey on and I would have made the biggest rant ever on my channel. Not sure if y'all been on my channel, but I will rant and I will tell you how I feel on my mind. But I ride past Lincoln Financial Field every day, and I rode past it today and was not mad.
What up, Vic 3?
That's love.
How
That's
you doing, my
love.
guy? Jump
So
back here too, Vic. We want to hear
so
from
Key,
you as
give me
well, my
your
guy. This is for everybody. We want everybody in here. I know we got 3 in the back stage right now, but we want everybody in here. You know what I'm saying? But Key, give me your offensive player of the game and give me your defensive player of the game.
Offensive player of the game definitely's got to go to. Well, I got two, so it's going to go to the running backs. It's going to go to Boston Scott definitely and Jordan Howard. And defensive side, I got to give it to Josh Sweat. He had two sacks coming
Yeah.
right off, especially that
mhm.
last one. I mean, nobody touched him. He ran right up the middle and boom, and got a golf. So I got to give it to Josh Sweat.
Another
Josh
question
Sweat.
is, what do you
Josh
think is
Sweat
going to
ran two
happen
dudes
with that
over on
running
one of
back
those
room
sacks.
once Miles Sanders back?
It's gonna be tough, but I think Gainwell gonna be the odd man out. I think
Gainwell?
Gainwell's gonna be odd man out. Boston Scott's been running great,
Woo.
and Howard. If we keep the running game going like this, we can slide our way back in somehow. Because I think we're one game out of the wild card spot, if I'm not
Yep.
mistaken. So I
Mhm.
mean, if we keep running the ball like this, yes, I know Jalen Hurts definitely has to get better with his throwing, and that'll go over time. I keep telling people this only if his 11th start. He's still a rookie. This is his first full season as a
Mm-hmm.
quarterback, and we can't write him off yet. So, but we
Right.
definitely need that coaching staff that's going to develop him.
Facts.
There's a lot of people in this fan base that want Hurts gone already. And I'm looking at them, I'm like,
You're
all right,
silly.
so we get rid of Jalen Hurts. All right, cool. Draft a quarterback.
That's
What y'all
one
think
thing
gonna
about
happen
Philly.
next year?
We trusted the process when it came with basketball. Sixers is something totally different. Now with the Eagles is different. Y'all want instant. It don't happen instantly with turn of a switch. It
Right.
don't happen like that. So I'm like, Eagles fans, chill out. It takes patience. Basketball is different. We trusted that process with basketball. That's a whole totally different thing when it comes to Eagles fans, Philly fans, period. Because I live here in the city, it's horrible. So
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
And I tell
you
everybody too, the way they were coaching, man, no quarterbacks coming in here doing nothing. You know what I'm saying?
right.
The way that we played them games, they ain't no quarterback. I'll give me Tom Brady, give me Breeze, give me A-Rod, give me whoever, Dak, whoever you want to give me and put in this offense the way it was running last week. Ain't none of y'all doing nothing,
Right.
period. That's a fact. And then look at it too. Jalen Hurts is still top 10 of all time in terms of stats. A lot of people don't care about stats or whatever, but all time, there's a lot of quarterbacks that play football in the NFL, my guy. Like to still be top 10, that's a huge feat in itself, even though we know as fans that he has room to grow. It's like that's a good place to be. You know what I'm saying? Top 10 all time, man. I'm right with Jay Hurts the rest of the season and then longer. I think he's the guy.
Like if they just put Jalen Hurts under center where he belongs, he don't belong in the shotgun. He's played better under center. That means he can step into his throws as he come off the drop back. He can't do that in shotgun.
Exactly. He don't really got that kind of arm strength either. So it's like you gotta. I feel like Jalen Hurts throws the ball relatively well. It's just some throws he just gotta learn anticipation. That's all. He just gotta learn anticipation. Some of the times you're not gonna see your receiver wide open. You just gotta throw to an area you know he has to get to. He's not good at that right now. I mean, he's young. He just gotta grow. He gotta grow. That comes with learning. That's comes with football experience. That comes with better coaching. So, I mean, I want Hurts here. Me, honestly, because if we go get a quarterback in the draft, it's going to be the same thing. We're going to have to develop him too. So you might as well work with what you got already. He ain't costing you nothing for real right now, and you could build a good team around him, a good supporting cast around him. So I want Jalen Hurts here, but there's a lot of people in this fan base that don't, and I just don't understand it.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like they writing them off. You can't write them off. You got to ride with them until the wheels fall off. If this your team, you got to ride with the team, or you got to die with the team. So I've been an Eagles fan forever. So I seen the poopy days. I've seen the championships. I've seen the ins and outs of coaches. Like I'm a diehard Eagles fan. So you got to ride with your whoever's at the quarterback. You got to ride with him.
I agree.
Heck yeah, heck yeah. Go ahead and give us your final thoughts. We got to get on to the next and let everybody know where they can find you at.
Definitely. So you can find me here on YouTube, Key in the Building. I definitely cover not just the Eagles. I do cover all the Philly sports. So Eagles, Sixers, Flyers, Phillies. Also, I do other streams on my channel as well. When Philly season's over, I might cover some games or whatever. Instagram, Key in the Building. Also Twitter on Key in the Building. So I'm
And
always
she
around.
makes fire intro outros, my guys. So holla at your girl, man. First, that's what's up. You got a new sub right there, channel member, Philly
Appreciate it.
girl.
Thank
Done
you.
subbed you up. Much love to Philly girl. She's great, great channel member. Much love to you.
Thank you, guys.
Peace.
Yo, what up, y'all?
Yeah,
Big
big
play
play.
Slay in the building.
What's
Yeah.
How
up,
you
big
doing, my
play?
guy?
What up, y'all? What up? How y'all doing? What's good? One Trey Rock and BIRDGANG.
What's good, big play? Thank
Man,
you,
I'm
man.
feeling good, man. I'm feeling really good, man. Like when you
So
win
how
against
how
my
you
team,
how you feel about this game overall, big play?
I feel great about it, man. Like I didn't expect us to win that like bad. But I still expected us to win. Like I expected us to win like a low key game, like 24-20. Not like get destroyed like the way the Lions did today, but I felt good about how we played today. Everyone connected on both sides of the ball, offense and defense. Especially the running game, man. Who would have thought? Who would have thought we'd be talking about the running game like that, though?
Not in a million years, man.
I think he felt it a little bit last week. I think that's what it was. He was like, "Oh, running doesn't work. Huh? Maybe I should incorporate that into my offense."
That was actually his game plan. He was going to use Sanders, but once Sanders got hurt, he didn't know what to do after that. That was his entire script. Like you feed Sanders, and then he gets injured. You know what the hell to do. So, yeah.
And that's what's up, man. That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
So, what else you liked about the game, Slay?
Man.
Talk about big play Slay.
Slay, yeah, Slay.
You got himself a touchdown today.
Slay and Avonte Maddox. Avonte Maddox is one of the most slept on players on the scene. And I think he's improving because Jonathan Gannon, he knows how to work with cornerbacks. And he knows how to use Avonte Maddox. He's not going to put him out there at the CB2 if he's not good at it. So, then you got Steve Nelson. And I feel like Avonte Maddox has improved a lot because he has a guy with like Jonathan Gannon to go lean on. So I feel great about how Maddox is playing and Slay is playing and just secondary play today. How you feeling, Trey? How you feeling, though?
I've been chilling, bro. We gotta get a little session in, man.
Yeah. I ain't seen y'all boys in a minute though. Yeah, I haven't seen most of y'all. Because I've been busy with a lot of stuff. So it's been hard to contact a lot of people, but
Aren't you going to college?
Me? No, not yet.
I've been busy with a lot of stuff.
No, I'm getting close to it. Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Who's your player of the game? Big play Slay on offense. Who's your player of the game on defense?
Offense, Howard. Howard. You got to give it to Howard. I think he's your RB2 100%. Scott has to be your guy. Like that Darren Sproles guy. And I don't know what you do with Gainwell. I think you got to make him an RB4 or keep him on the practice squad for like a year. And then let him take the reins when he has to. But right now, it's just not his time. So I'll say Howard for offense and defense. I got to 100% give it to Joshua. This man was wreaking havoc. Yo, that boy, he was going off. Like, I was impressed with how he was playing. And the Lions, they don't know how to handle the blitz. So, yeah, man, it was a great day.
I agree. It was one play, Josh Sweat. He took the tight end and the left tackle with him. And threw both of them on the ground, got a sack. I was like, all right, I see you, Josh Sweat. You trying to play big boy football now? I see you, big dog.
Derek Barnett, though, he finally did something.
He got a sack today. He got a sack today. And Hassan Ridgeway came back today, too. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, like you said, that play was Sweat. That's how I feel about Hassan Ridgeway when he went straight up the middle between both of the guard and the freaking center, and he just destroyed Goff, man. He laid Goff flat on his back. I didn't think Goff was getting back up after that hit.
Yeah, man, we can 100% make the playoffs.
Yes, I like to hear that, especially from Big Play Slay. That's what I'm talking about. Much love to you, Slay. I love it.
Now, we have to go through these 3 rough stretches of games, but after that, it's gonna get really easy. And I feel like just because off this win, when you get off this win, Nick Sirianni is gonna tell all these boys to build off this win, and that's gonna help these boys out, and they're gonna compete every single game now. Hopefully. And the Chargers, they haven't been playing well. Like I want to be optimistic, but this team sometimes they can get a little shaky.
Yeah, we can't get too carried away right now, Big Slay. Big Slay.
Yeah.
I mean, we seen it for one game. We gotta see if they continue it. I agree. I want to be optimistic, but it's just like I gotta see it on like at least like 3 games straight to really believe it. So,
Yeah.
and not even blowing nobody out enough, and it's just being consistent with the running pass is balancing it out, keeping it balanced. Don't put too much on your young quarterback. Is no need to. When you got actual backs in the backfield that can take some of that pressure off. So hopefully Nick Sirianni sticks to this kind of game plan. If he don't, man, then they're gonna be calling for his head again.
Shout out to JC because he said, what was he saying about this offseason? He was saying something about the running backs or this rushing game being like top 5. Now it's not, but if you see this kind of rushing attack for every single game this entire year,
they got the potential to
be. We're gonna do it, man. We definitely gonna be top 5 if we keep running the rock the way we running rock.
Yeah, but I mean, I want to be optimistic, but it's the Lions though, so I got to see consistent.
Right.
True that.
I agree.
Yeah, but the Chargers ain't playing well, so I'll take that.
All right, Big Play. Go ahead and let everybody know where they can find you. Give your final thoughts about the game today.
Yeah, man. Very good game. Blowout, and that's what you want to build off of. Very impressive win, and you go find me at Big Play Slay on YouTube, where I cover Eagles and Lakers content. And also you can go check me out on Twitter at Big Play Slay and Instagram. So if you want to go check me out, you go check me out, man.
And his link is right there in the chat, so make sure you hit up my boy Big Play Slay on the road to 1K. He is almost there. You guys help him get there, my guy. Big Play Slay put out that fire content for the Lakers, Eagles, and all the other Philly sports out there. All the sports. Big Play Slay is the only guy I know that's in everybody. Doesn't matter what team. He is all over the place, talking sports. So that guy knows what he knows in that sports category.
Sure.
Yep. Y'all have a good one, boys.
You too, my guy.
Yep. Peace out.
Oh, next up, we got the Golden Building, Philly Mike in his house.
What is going on, everybody? Hey, hanging in there. How about yourselves? You got to be feeling good after that dub, right?
Feeling great, Mike. Feeling great.
Yeah. I'm tuning into the Cowboys game. Oh, Diggs almost got a pick. Thank God it didn't happen. But yeah, I mean, I like the game. Definitely thought the Detroit Lions was going to play us a lot tougher. I was really second guessing the whole Eagles organization at this point, just from what we saw in the first 6 games. There's no way you could have felt confident that we would execute a game plan that would make sense. We saw with our own 2 eyes us come out against the Raiders, do exactly what we all been talking about for a couple weeks, and then just tail off it totally. So, the first possession, we got the ball and we did what we did. I said, okay, but the fact that they stayed consistent with it, maybe it was the Lions, but that had to build confidence in the coaching staff. I feel a lot better just knowing that Nick Sirianni and Jonathan Gannon both did what they needed to do. I mean, you saw a struggling quarterback, you attacked them. You saw a struggling run defense, you attacked it, and you didn't shy away from it. And that's something that, we all talked about in the offseason. Jalen Hurts' ability to run and scare the defense also plays heavy in the running back's hand, right? It makes them think that Jalen Hurts can keep it any time. So I just think we have to get in our heads that we are a running team. Jalen Hurts is not going to be able to get away with every game like that. He's not going to be able to throw 14 times per game. But the way we dominated on offense and defense, no matter what we want to say about the Lions, that's telling to say that we do have talent. We just got to do something like that every game. And Thielen just scored a touchdown, so they're beating the Cowboys early.
Yeah. I hope they lose tonight. Hey, did Dak end up playing again?
Dak's not playing.
Saying,
oh, man.
Oh, it's Detroit. Oh, it's Detroit. I'm like, if you watch any of Detroit games, their record and how they actually play don't even match up. Like they played some good teams. The beginning of their schedule was kind of like ours. They played a lot of good teams at the beginning of their schedule. They was in dogfights with a lot of them. I'm like, this not no. I mean, this the record is the record, but this team they plays hard. They gritty. They make you work for everything. So for us to go down there in Detroit and blow them out like that, and for the Nick Sirianni to put that game plan together, for Nick Sirianni to put that game plan together, I mean, you can tell he can be a competent coach. I don't know what the hell was going on in his head the first few weeks and all that, but if he can build off this performance right here, bro, we're gonna be in good shape for the rest of this year.
I'm just saying, like you said, man. I think we finally started running the rock, doing what the line does best. You know what I'm saying? We got big boys in the offensive line. They don't like doing all that backpedaling. They like proposing their will, and we seen that happen today. Anytime you can rush for over 200 yards rushing, you know what I'm saying? That means the line was having a field day out there with that defensive line, and they were doing their job. You know what I'm saying? As long as both of our offense and defensive sides of the line continue to do a great job like they did today, man, I don't see. You know what I'm saying? It's the easiest part of the schedule. I don't see nobody else beating us really, for real, for real.
We got the confident Bird Gang 31 back. He was down and out for a couple weeks, but he's back. He's back on the undefeated until proven otherwise.
12-5 until proven otherwise. Where's
Um,
Jinx at?
Hey, I'll say this though. I'll definitely say this though. Watching the Patriots smack up the Chargers make me feel a little bit more confident. We will be in Philly though, so again, we got 3 wins, all 3 on the road. How are we going to play in front of our home crowd? But the Chargers, you know, that will be telling if we can go in and get that W because they're still a talented team. But like you said, this was more of a Ravens Lamar Jackson-esque game. And when I say that, I don't mean that Jalen Hurts is Lamar Jackson in the way he runs or even we utilize him. However, we did see more quarterback design runs as well, more so than him just scrambling out of nowhere. But looking at this team, that is nothing to say that Jalen Hurts can't make the good throw at times. You saw him hit Dallas Goedert 6 times. He had some passes in the middle, but sometimes you're going to have to win on your sheer strength. And Jalen Hurts has to be better in certain aspects, like reading the field, not hitting the panic button, and anticipating throws. But this is what you got to do with a young quarterback. You got to give him a game plan that fits. Then when he does make the 14 to 25 throws, because there's going to be games where you ask him to throw more than 14 of 100%. We're not going to be able to beat a lot of teams only throwing the ball 14 times. He completed 9 of them, though. But that being said, stop it from 45 to 50 and make his max at like 27, maybe 30, 22, 18. He's going to get more high percentage throws, and that's going to help him develop. I don't think the Eagles will give this man 3 years because we're pressed on what we have draft capital wise, and Howie Roseman is a weird dude. He's, you know, I mean, he sees a quarterback, he needs a quarterback, he gets a quarterback. It's just his motto. Wrong or right, we can't change it. And as long as he's there, that's what's going to be. That's for another subject. But Lamar Jackson took 3 years to become this type of passer, and he's still not fully done growing in his development. But we got to understand Jalen Hurts ain't going to come out here and sling the ball around like other quarterbacks. He's not that dude. But can he show growth? And if you give him more game plans like this, I guarantee you he does make some of the right throws accuracy-wise when the game is on the line. And so we just got to build off that. Hopefully Nick Sirianni is continuing to water, fertilize, and grow these roots.
Right?
Yeah, man.
Hey, but do you look into it as saying, like, you know what I'm saying, this is Jalen's 11th, 12th game. You know what I'm saying? The fact that he is, top 10 all time in terms of stats, in terms of all quarterbacks that have played, you know what I'm saying? He got some of the better stats of all the quarterbacks. Do you consider that as a plus for him, or do you not care about the stats at all and you just worry about the wins?
I mean, it shows that he can do things. I think, look, like it's easy to, I can't fully go off numbers in a sense of, they can be misleading in a sense that if your team is that bad, part of Gardner Minshew's numbers and some of the people wanting him to be a quarterback is all bullcrap too. He was playing for a Jacksonville Jaguar team that was always down 20. They had to pass the ball. They played prevent defense, and it looked good on numbers. Ask any Jacksonville Jaguar fan, are they happy at where their team is in their quarterback play? They'd say no. Again, you look at the box score in some of these games, you're like, dang, Jalen Hurts 300 yards or 280 yards. But during the game, you see an immense amount of struggle during the middle of the game and stuff. And I won't throw it away at all because there are quarterbacks who can't get stats in garbage time either, right? Just let's look at this, right? Jared Goff and the Detroit Lions had garbage time since the third quarter started. Did he do any better? Not really, right? So you can still be bad in garbage time. You could throw picks in garbage time, but it's still a different type of game. So you got to take in consideration that, and the fact that his stats are padded because of the record-breaking passes we're doing and the record-breaking amount of usages he has the ball. No quarterback has that. So where it helps him in the stat line, it hurts him in real life. That's why I'd rather him be more of a game manager and a playmaker than a stat stuffer, because the stats don't equivalent to nothing if it's all in the fourth quarter. If your team leads the league in fourth quarter stats, but you're way under 500, there's something wrong. 2 + 2 don't equal 4.
That's true.
I agree.
That's true. Who's your offensive player of the game, and your defensive player of the game?
Yeah. Offensive player of the game. Even though Boston Scott really did the biggest work, I'm going to go Jordan Howard just because of the lack of touches, being on the practice squad, probably feeling like he has something to prove. And in my pregame, I called a touchdown from him at least, and he got 2. So shout out to Jordan Howard. I just like what he can offer, and not saying kick Boston Scott to the curb. I just think Boston Scott's ceiling is where it is, even though he was running hard today. I think a mixture of Sanders and Howard could go a long way, like we had in 19. You saw what we did against the Bills, the Bears, the Packers, with both them on the field. And on the defensive side of the ball, I'm going to go. I know Josh Sweat had the two sacks, but I'm gonna go with Avonte Maddox again, just always being around the ball, helping this D line be able to get pressure because Jonathan Gannon elected to go some heavy blitzes. And so that means the secondary got a man up. That means it's mano y mano. And so Goff could have got the ball off if the guys in the back end ain't doing their job. So I'm gonna go Avonte Maddox. I've been loving him. And I remember doing a stream with you guys, drinking one night. Everybody was questioning Avonte Maddox. Philly Mike was like, listen, let him get back to his position. He'll be all right. And he's having a very good season.
Low-key say he's our best corner right now.
Yeah, for what he's doing. Yeah, low-key for where he's at. Yeah, he's a baller. He's a baller.
What do you think they do with the running backs when Sanders come back?
If it's up to me, Jordan Howard never goes back to the practice squad, which makes it hard because, you don't want to just shove out a Boston Scott. I don't know what is going on with Jordan Howard. Since he became an Eagle, he went downhill. He couldn't even get playing time in Miami either. So it's not just us. They could send him back, but after seeing the Thunder, and then knowing that Kenny could be a Lightning, Miles can be a Lightning, Boston's never going to be the exact Thunder. He's more like, Showers, a little crackle. I mean, he can still get low. He's small, but I think you need the Thunder or Lightning, and Howard shouldn't go nowhere. So I would maybe kick Boston Scott. Sorry to do it to you, little big man.
Boston Scott's out of there, man.
For me, I feel like Miles is probably not going to be back for another 2 weeks.
Well, 3 weeks at least. Well, yeah, he's on IR. So.
Yeah, probably another 2-3 weeks. So this is a good evaluation time. You never know. They could be moving Miles this offseason. You never know. I mean, you get Gainwell in, you give him a significant amount of time to play.
Would you move Miles is the question now.
I wouldn't move Miles, but Miles Sanders is going to want to get paid. So, and you know how the NFL don't value running backs no more. So, I mean, he might be moving on somewhere else. I mean, it's a big possibility. Y'all gotta keep your mind open about that. They're not using them. Maybe that was purposely. You
Ooh.
ain't really put up no monster stats this year. Why would we want to pay you this? Now they got all the bargaining rights. I mean, you don't want to take this, you go. But this could be the Kenny Gainwell evaluation. I mean, and who you can bring in for him, with him, to add with him, either through free agency or through the draft next year. So they didn't really give Gainwell that many touches this game. Like they relied on Miles Sanders and Boston Scott, and I think that was more of a evaluation thing of who's going back on the practice squad too. So I mean, overall, I wouldn't want Miles to leave, but that's the business. You get me? That's the business.
All right. Well, final thoughts for you, Big Mike. Let everybody know where they can find you at, my guy. Even though I know everybody must know where you at, my guy. You are a
Nah.
goat.
Yeah, well, you already know it's the Philly Talk Podcast. Just type in Philly Mike Talk
There it
and
is.
Philly Talk Podcast, anything. Greatly appreciate to get me on here to speak my mind. I'm about to watch this Cowboys game. Yeah, man, great win. Got to build off it though. Like I said, I apologize to Nick Sirianni for talking about Flowers. I ain't gonna apologize for anything else though, because I gotta see more football games be played to my liking. But I will say that what I thought wasn't gonna juice the guys up, and I don't know how he got through to them.
Right?
I really wish I could have been a fly on the wall to hear that exact speech and in which way he did it. But these guys came out and they stuck up for him. They said, you know how T.O. was crying about that's my quarterback? These guys look like they were saying that's my coach.
That's
and
my
they went out
coach.
and balled for him. So I don't know, man. I'm gonna be interested to see how we end this season.
Well, we got the if all fails, plant flowers shirt in the merch shop. You want to pick one up?
We might have. Yes, sir. All right, I'm gonna let y'all go.
Let it go.
Vikings.
Philly Mike's link is in the chat. My guys, go hit him up. Subscribe to him. He isn't one of them Eagle goats out there. Much love to you for stopping by, my guy. Next up, we got Victory in the building.
My guy.
Hey, what's good? What's good, fellas? How we doing tonight?
I'm doing great.
We
we
get to see you on camera after a W this time, man. So, what's your thoughts on the game today?
Definitely. Listen, man, it was a good game. It was a hard fought game. You know, a lot of people are talking trash, saying that we won against an 0-17. When you look at that 0-17 team, they put up a fight every week, and this week they look like they were dog tired. You know what I'm saying? We came out here and we performed. Jalen Hurts maybe not so much, but you got to give it up to the guy Jordan Howard being on the practice squad, the whole time and coming out looking fresh as a daisy today. You know what I mean? He came like a beast. Then you got Boston Scott. That's another guy from the rushing attack who came to play today. I think it was all around a good performance. One thing I came away with today is Jalen Hurts is a game manager, and there's nothing to be ashamed about it. And I think that's the way we should be using Jalen Hurts from here on out for now. Because again, you don't need to put the whole game on his shoulders. Let him, manage the game. Let the running game take control. Let the defense take control like today. And then you sprinkle in Jalen Hurts, to supplement everything else. That's the way it should be. You know what I mean? Like this is how everyone keeps on saying it, essentially his first year. All right. Well, it's really not. This is his second year. And he got to get into a groove of things. And I think by working them the way they are now, it is.
I agree.
Hell yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you gotta give them time to develop that passing side. All quarterbacks, all great ones took that time. Why are we so quick to try to throw them out? Throw them under the bus, bench Hurts, trade Hurts. You know what I'm saying? Give the guy a chance. You know what I'm saying? He still has not played a whole season. He's still in a game of life.
I just want to shout out my guy. Yeah, I want to shout out my guy Philly Mike right now because he made a great point about talking about Gardner Minshew and how all those stats came up from the fact because they were down most of the time 20. I think he should have a conversation with Joe Castro, who's going to hop all week for Gardner Minshew. And he lives in Jacksonville, if I'm not mistaken, or in that area, the Tampa Bay area. You know what I'm saying? So he's seen him firsthand, and he still got misinformation. It was wild. You know what I'm saying? Like, Jalen Hurts is what he is for the moment. He's not at where everyone thinks that he should be at. And guess what? It's not for you to think where he should be at. It's where his play dictates. Again, today we seen, he made some mistakes still, but at the end of the day, we came away with a win, and it was a big win. Let's talk about it. You know what I'm saying? We held them scoreless. They got 2 field goals, but for the most part, I mean, excuse me, they got a touchdown, but they didn't get that field goal. We kept Swift out the game for the most part. The receivers, we knew they weren't going to be an issue, but that tight end, he was quiet all day. And Golf, he had an issue all day with 6 sacks. So we created pressure all around. Even Derek Barnett had a sack. So you know it's a good day.
Right? Barnett.
Yeah, I mean, when Derek Barnett's out there not causing any problems and he's out there producing, you know it's a good day. But I will say this. This is something that we were supposed to do. It's good. Like, I don't want to take anything away from this win because I want everyone to be excited, you know, have a good week this week. But again, this is something that we were supposed to do. We're supposed to beat Detroit handily. That shows where our team's at because if we didn't, we'd be in serious, you know, problems. We'd have serious problems. So it's a good thing. Now, going forward, I'm hoping we can carry on momentum because we got 3 games that are pretty tough in Denver, New Orleans, and the Chargers. Even though the Chargers didn't look so good today, they're going to come ready to play next week. You know what I mean? They're going to want to rebound off that. I'm pretty sure, like, even though it's an away game from them, they're going to want to show up Philadelphia. They want to play their hardest. They didn't like what happened today. Justin Herbert didn't look like the Justin Herbert we've all known. It was a very bad game. And, you know, they're going to be looking to rebound.
He played bad today, for sure.
I think it's perfect timing, right?
It was bad all around. Yeah,
so
it was perfect timing.
Like I said,
player of the game.
Say it again, Vic.
I'm gonna give it's a tag team. It's a tag team championship belt they're gonna have to share between Howard and Scott because they both, you know, perform great. You know what I mean? A lot of people have said it, but you know, that can't be denied. They're the big reasons why we won today. And you know, that defense, man, I gotta give it, everyone's giving out Maddox, who had a great game. Big play Slay. My guy. Coming up on the ball on the spot, picking up the fumble, running in for the touchdown. Even though we had the game already, but still, my guy was handling it all game and all year. Let's be honest.
Facts.
Yep.
Facts.
I feel like.
Hey, can I just mention? Did everyone see my guy Tate Gowan out there? Can we talk about him right quick? Can we get into a little Tate Gowan talk?
Go ahead, talk about Tate.
Can we get into a little Tate Gowan talk, fam? He looked good out there, did he not?
Oh,
that was a good move. You know what I'm saying? Like we take Howard, we don't take him for granted, but you know what I'm saying? We know his faults. But sometimes he gets some gems in there. And I think Tate's that gem.
You think so? You think he's gonna be the Tom Brady of the defensive backs for the Eagles?
That's what he said, right?
Hey man, I'm hoping he could be an Aeneas Williams type.
Aeneas Williams? Oh, that's big praise right there.
Aeneas Williams. What?
Aeneas Williams was a beast.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, but the thing about him was he always kept his head down and he worked. He grinded.
Right.
I do like his length too. He gonna be able to pass break up something. You know, I think once he gets the playbook down, you know, you might have to watch. Some players might have to watch out for their positions there. You know, if he can keep growing at a fast rate.
I definitely woke the baby up when my guy got in the game.
I bet you did. Because you've been hollering for the guy ever since we got him. Like, yeah, watch out for Tate Gowan. He's coming. He's coming.
What college Tate Gowan went to?
UCF. Florida. He transferred, but he was transferred. Like he was what do you call them? Not a mid-major because that's what they call him in basketball. But he went to like a JUCO first, and then he got
so he's like a fifth-year senior or something.
Nah, he only went in for like 3 years.
Oh, all right.
And if you think about it, he had 1 year at UCF, and then 1 year was COVID too.
Right.
But you know what I mean? My guy has showed out in every level that he's been in, and I'm hoping that you know he continues that with us.
I gotta do some more research on him.
You think he's gonna be starting next year?
Yeah, because I even said it. In this off season, I see there are going to be a lot of moves. Even though they're performing well, it is a time to move on from. Like we can't move on from Cox. That restructure killed it. The idea is gone. But Darius Slay, he can be moving. He's playing well, and that will garner a high draft pick.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
And
do you see anybody getting traded here at this trading deadline Tuesday?
Getting traded out? I don't see an offensive lineman. I don't see anyone on the offensive side of the ball. Maybe a defender, but I can't say that we would right now because of where we're at in our position. If we're giving anyone away, we have to be getting something in return that has to be good. We're not, people were saying before the linebackers. I don't know who's asking for Eric Wilson. Yeah, I mean, I don't know who's out there looking for him. I think Alex Singleton was mentioned too. I don't know who is asking for Alex Singleton, but if they are, God bless them. I'll take that pick.
Thanks.
We need to go get another linebacker, man.
We need a linebacker still.
We do, but we don't need to get. I think right now we're stuck with five middle linebackers. Like that's wild. We have so many middle linebackers playing different positions, and they're playing out of position. That's why we're in the position we are.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. We do got a whole lot of middle linebackers on this team. Ain't nobody
I
probably
think this
Davion Teller could play
offseason a lot of
outside.
changes will be made on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, I hope this. I hope this whole draft, those 3 picks in the
And we're
first,
not
are
even thinking
all
about our
defensive
safety position coming up.
players.
Like I mentioned, there's going to be 7 positions on the defense. Yeah, but there's going to be 7 positions on the defensive side of the ball next year that are going to be up for grabs. When you think about it,
Yeah,
and those are starting positions.
Yep.
starting positions. Yep.
So
But hopefully
we got to get
Babineau,
what we can out of this defense now.
Elam,
Hey, and it only
Babineau.
helps to see Tyron Jackson, to see Milton Williams perform well. That only helps us out.
Yep.
Facts.
Yep. Ridgeway played well today. It was like
Yeah,
this
like
was
I said,
a collective effort.
Sweat was looking good too. Like I said,
Mm-hmm.
Barnett got a sack. It's a day when Barnett got a sack. Everything got to go right for that.
That's like JJ getting
And
in the
Mike, I still
catching a
got you.
touchdown.
That's 1. You got 5 to go. This is for Philly Mike. You got 5 sacks to go. I don't think Barnett's gonna get there. Not every game's gonna be Detroit.
Hey, say you got 6.
Nah, it was
He
a bet
got
that we
get
made
6
that he had to get 6 sacks. Yeah, Barnett got to get 6 sacks. I don't think he'll get that at all.
Good luck with that.
Good luck with that. Unless he trade teams.
Yeah. Nah,
But
that
hey,
was part
give
of
us
the
your
deal. It
final
don't matter. We
thoughts
got
on
to
where
be as
everybody
an
can
Eagle.
find you at. We got keep this thing rolling tonight. Go ahead and let everybody know where they can
Definitely.
find you and your final thoughts of the game.
Yeah, man, you find me always on the chats. You'll find me here, coming through talking to the fellas, or you find me every Saturday night on the Eagle, East Meets West podcast with my guy Philly Foothills. We got AK Eagles Uncensored, and you'll always catch me after every Eagles game on Big Three Presents the Post Panel Game Show. Oh my God, I can't even speak right now. Post Panel Show every Saturday after the game, Sunday after the game. And fellas, thank you for having me on. Have a good night. Fly Eagles fly.
Fly,
Yes,
Eagles fly, my
sir.
guy.
All right, Vic.
Yeah, man.
Peace.
All right,
Yeah,
man.
you guys, Big Three's link is in the chat. If you have not subscribed to him, go ahead and subscribe to my boy Big V. You know what I'm saying? Dropping that fire Eagles content. You know what I'm saying? Let's help all of our brothers out. We one big bird family over here. So let's go ahead and show our support like we always do on this channel. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Next up, it's my boy Jinx Wolf.
Jinx, what's good,
What
bro?
up, Jinx?
Yo, what's up?
How you doing?
What's up? Good, how you doing?
I'm doing great. 25
12
and
and 5
5.
until proven otherwise.
Yes,
12 and 5
sir.
until proven otherwise. You already know, cause man, this win felt good, yo. Actually, just watching our team dominate another team like that, it felt good. It reminded me of week 1
Right?
when we did the Falcons already. Man, I'm trying. I think we just this game, this win lit a spark in our whole team. I think we're gonna go on a run, a little playoff
Facts.
run. I don't think there's any team besides the Chargers that we're gonna lose to. Maybe the Saints, because the Saints just beat the Buccaneers, but other than that, there's no other team that could really beat us besides Dallas.
That was a long time ago,
You know,
Backyard Bird.
Right? 15 and 2. That was a while ago. But we on 12 and 5. We on 12 and 5.
yeah, we're going 12 and 5. We're not losing another game this season.
Yes.
I promise
What was your
you,
favorite part
we're
of the
not.
game, Jinx?
Probably when Big Play Slay got that little fumble return.
Oh, he got
On big play,
that.
they got that from one time.
He got that scoop and score,
Yeah,
and it
that
just
was
make
nice
it
to see
even
him
more
do that to
sweeter
his old
because it
team.
happened in Detroit. You know, that's his former team. He was there for years. So you get a scoop
Yeah.
and score in Detroit. The fans mad as hell at big play right now.
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Big
When
play
when the,
and
when the
Maddox
camera
from
was
Detroit.
showing, yeah.
What'd you
Oh
say,
yeah.
Jenks?
When the camera was showing the Detroit fans, I was just laughing because they were so angry. You could just see in their face they were angry. They thought they were gonna come in here and get this win. There's a lot of people saying it was Detroit. It was Detroit. We beat Detroit. They was like, you beat the 0-17, but it was the same people that was saying we're gonna lose to the 0-17 or 0-8
Facts.
now.
Can't be on
They're
both
talking about, oh, we're
sides.
gonna lose to a 0-17. We're gonna lose to this team. They didn't get a touchdown to the fourth quarter. That's the only
And garbage
and
time.
they tried to go for it too and didn't even get it. This game was great though. I love this game.
Yeah.
Like, this
Yeah,
was a
this
big
was
one. We
definitely.
needed this one.
We definitely needed this game. We definitely needed this game. So how do you see the team
I
moving
wonder
forward? Think we're gonna keep
where was this offense and this defense the whole entire this whole season. We needed this team, but
Yeah, for
we
sure.
probably would have been like 5-1. We would probably been 5-1 if we played like we played today.
facts. Like
Just play
the
physical
talent's been
football
there the
today.
whole year. The coaching hasn't been there. And we
Yeah, we
finally
had
got a
some
game
good
where we
players.
got the offense and the defense coordinator coaching at a high level. And you see what happens when they're there. When they're on top of their coaching game, we look good out there. You know, when they're coaching like garbage, we look like garbage. That's just, we're a product of what our coach gives us.
Facts. Big
We
facts.
should have then kept Howard in. We should have had it like the Cowboys have a 1-2 punch. We have Sanders and we have Howard and a little bit of Boston Scott. That was man.
Yeah, but we wasn't running the football, so having Jaron Howard would have like been pointless. I mean, it really ain't mattered too much at that point because Miles Sanders was only touching the ball like 6 times a game. You think they gonna give it to Jaron Howard and he's the backup? So if you stick to
I
this
never
game
like
plan right here,
this
then yeah,
season.
calling the Jaron Howard up is a good idea. But if he converts back to his old ways, I mean, Jaron Howard is not really a good pass catcher or nothing like that. So, I mean, he's really a be
True.
useless in that type of offense. But if they stick to this type of game plan, Jaron Howard gonna eat. Jaron Howard gonna eat. Miles Sanders gonna eat. Even Kenny Gainwell, he's gonna eat.
Mm-hmm.
So I hopefully Nick Sirianni just get out his own way. He just play smart football, call smart plays. I mean, learn game time situations. So, I mean, at the end of the day, I like what I seen today. I just hope that they take that. I mean, even if you're gonna like switch it up a little bit, keep that in there.
Yeah.
Keep it balanced. Still keep it balanced. Even if you want Jalen Hurts to throw the ball a little bit more, still keep it balanced. Like keep defenses all balanced. So, I mean, it's just wait and see now at this point.
And what's up with Eagle fans talking about Hurts gotta go? Like, what's
Right.
That's
up with
Eagles
that? I
fans
don't
for you, bro.
understand Eagle fans
That's Eagles fans
Cutthroat.
for you.
because
I don't get
if we get rid of Hurts, we're gonna have the same problem. It's like a
exactly.
cycle.
We're gonna have to develop somebody.
Cause when Wentz was here, when Carson Wentz was here, they was like trade Carson Wentz, let Hurts play. Trade Carson Wentz, let Hurts play. Now we traded Wentz. Now we got Hurts. Now they want Wentz. Now they want Hurts going. Now they want us to draft the QB. If we draft the QB on the same thing, you're gonna be a rookie. So, well, if we trade Hurts, we're gonna be in trouble.
I
Facts.
agree.
I don't know if we're gonna draft the QB or we're gonna let Gardner Minshew play.
I don't want Minshew in.
But we
I
need to
don't
keep
want
Hurts though.
Mitchell, and I really don't want any of these QBs coming out of the draft. And I definitely don't
Cause
want to pay
we let Hurts,
Aaron Rodgers
we
or
let Hurts walk.
Russell Wilson or even a freaking Deshaun Watson. So those are
Mm-hmm.
all 3 options I definitely don't want to do.
Giving up too much to
If we
get
let
them.
Hurts walk, If we let Hurts walk, he's gonna do the same thing with every single Eagle player when they walk. He gonna end up just breaking out when they get off this
Balling out
game.
somewhere else. Facts.
It's just how that we let Zach Ertz go. Now he balling out. All of a sudden
Who's
now
your
Zach
offensive
Ertz
player of
can
the game? Who's your
catch and run
defensive
now.
player of the game, Jinx?
Offense, I'll have to say Jordan Howard, and defense, I'll have to say Josh Sweat.
Nice. What
Yeah,
do you think
Josh
they're gonna
Sweat,
do
because he
with the
had that
running back
too.
room when Miles Sanders come back? Who do you think take catching the pine?
I might have to say Boston Scott. He might be going. 'Cause I don't see them letting go in a game. I don't see it. Well, they might, but I don't know. You never know what
Howard back.
Howie Roseman's doing.
I want to see Howard consistently do it. You know what I'm saying? If by that time, if 3 weeks from now, right, Howard's still showing that he can be a tough back, he's still putting up yards, putting up touchdown stuff, then I say he stays. You know what I'm saying? Then it'll be Sanders, Howard, and Gainwell. But this was a one-trick pony for Howard. One time, show for Howard, and he goes back to like not really doing too much productiveness, over the next couple of games. And I think it still should stay Sanders, Boston, because Boston's been running pretty hard. You know what I'm saying? Boston's been doing this
For
thing out
sure.
there, and I don't think it'd be good for the rookie's confidence if we throw him to the practice squad right now. I think you got to keep developing him, and he's also a really good target out of the backfield. So I don't want to see Gainwell go to the practice squad or to the bench. I'd rather see, Boston Scott or Howard go to the practice squad.
But
I'll put
like
Gainwell
Nick
on some
Sirianni,
real. I'll put Gainwell on like punt return or something, just to get the
Right?
football in his hands. I don't know why they don't use him at like punt,
That is
because
another good person.
he don't really touch the football as much as he should be. So I mean, try to find ways to get your playmakers the football in their hand. Put them on like special teams, or
and Nick
I mean,
Sirianni finally gave the team his hands what he wanted to running the ball.
it
Like
was a heavy
right
dose of
now
run
Sanders
too.
is hot.
It was a heavy
Right
dose of
now
run.
Sanders is mad.
Yeah,
Miles
I just
Miles
Sanders
think he
Sanders
might
dangerous
is.
even
right
be more
now.
excited knowing that when he gets back, we're gonna finally be running that rock.
Yeah, like I thought I was dreaming today. When we had 237 something rushing yards. I was I was surprised when we ran two when we ran about 5 times in the first half. I thought I was dreaming.
I
But I
wanted us to
know,
keep him out of the end zone at the end to break that record. The 40-point blowout.
yeah,
It was
Yeah,
like since the 40s we've had that record. I was like, come on, defense, make that stop, make that stop.
I wanted to
yeah.
get 50.
I wanted that shutout, man.
I wanted to be like 50 something to 6. I wanted to get 50.
Right?
I wish we could have got 50. That would have been nice. A nice little 50 bomb.
The Chargers
Now we
lost
gotta go on
today.
to
The Chargers lost
yeah.
today, James. What's going to be the score for next week against the Chargers?
I'll have to say 27-21 Eagles.
I'll take that.
Yeah, I think we're gonna come out on top. I think this is gonna be our first win at home.
Yes,
That hurts me to say that, but
we need
first
one,
win at
man.
home. Yeah,
We definitely need a win at home. That's ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? It's ridiculous not
it
to be
is.
winning at home. Like that is where you're supposed to play your best football is at home, in front of your crowd. You got the most support there. You know, I want to see us do it because if we can do this, win at home against the Chargers, man, the rest of that schedule is pretty soft, man. I ain't worried about nobody else if we win at home. Like for real,
Yeah, if
nobody else
we
is
win next
maybe.
week, I think if we win next week, like it's easy because we got who? Teddy Bridgewater, come on, he's trash. And who we got now? And we got the Saints. Winston's got hurt, so we got
Yeah,
a random playing for the Saints.
Yeah, they got Trevor Simeon,
So
that quarterback.
yeah, that's great.
yeah,
That's
so Saints.
that's
Like,
lunch meat right there.
and then we gotta go against I think Tyler Heineke, and then we gotta go against Daniel Jones, and then we
Not
gotta
worried
go
about either
against
one of them two.
somebody else for the Jets. Like our schedule is really easy.
I
We can
think
possibly probably
Denver is Bridgewater, right? If I'm not mistaken.
yeah, Teddy Bridgewater, yeah.
And I ain't
I ain't,
really worried about Bridgewater.
I ain't scared of none of these quarterbacks. The only one we might have a little bit problem with is Justin Herbert. And probably Dak Prescott the last week of the season. But other than that, we playing relatively like backups for real. So we should be
Yeah,
able to fare well enough against them. Because
we
the
should,
way
we
that the
should,
way that
we
that
should.
that that injury looked, Jameis Winston, he might be out for a while.
Yeah.
Like
He was on
that
crutches.
joint looked scary because his leg was like planted in the ground, but his body went a whole different direction.
Mm. I hate seeing that, man.
We just need to we need to keep our foot on the gas. Don't let off this gas. Like right now, we're celebrating a win, a big win. We just need to keep our foot on the gas. That's all we need to do. So we can go 12-5.
12-5 until proven
12.
otherwise, man.
Yes,
I'm with
sir.
you, Jinx. Go ahead and give us your final thoughts. We got some people backstage. We got to get all these people on the show because I can see one Trace getting a little tired over there. I've been yawning too, though. But go ahead and tell everybody what to find to give us your final thoughts and give us a score prediction for next week's game. Did you already do that?
Yeah, I said 27-21
Yes.
Eagles.
Nice.
But yeah, yeah, we're going 12-5. That's all I got to say.
That's
We're
what's
going
up, my
12-5.
boy.
Watch your last sir. All right, peace out, y'all.
Thanks for hopping on, Jinx. Every week, we want to hear from you, my guy.
Yes, sir.
All right, I got you. All right, peace.
Peace. Philly girl is in the building. What's up, girl? How you doing today? Hey, and thank you
Hi, I'm
again
good.
for
How are
that channel
you?
membership, Philly girl. You are so awesome. Much love sending your way.
Thanks. Same to you. Same to you. I figure I'd try again. I don't have any live watch hours, so I can't really test my streaming out here just yet. But real quick on the game. Yes, I had breakfast. That was really weird because usually I have a drink and it's afternoon, but it was 10 o'clock in the morning, so I had breakfast. It was okay. I really liked seeing that they ran the ball more. I felt like Hertz just kind of needs to fine tune you know, when he's going to go down when he's running in a play, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because I know that he didn't put up a whole ton of yards. There were some plays that made me feel like, oh my gosh, that could have been, an injury type deal. And so I feel like if he just fine tunes that, that'll be really great. On the flip side, though, like it is the Detroit Lions, right? So it tells us how good we are at a base, in my opinion, just at a baseline, because Detroit, I mean, hasn't been great at all, and we haven't been great, but we are a new team. We have a lot of young players. I said this to you before. My signal was horrible. We're losing our veterans, um, and I agreed with Key earlier. Um, you know, it is a young line. It's time to just let them play. Just watch. I think that this is a really good year for them to kind of figure out their system, figure out their flow, figure out what they're going to do. With the people that have the really high expectations, you're setting yourself up for a disappointment because nobody starts out super great, right? I'm really turned off by Sirianni. Not studying tape. I didn't like hearing that at all. If you follow me on
Yeah.
my channel, I did not like that. I think that that was something he didn't need to tell everybody because what what coach doesn't study tape, and especially the other team's defense. My dad was a football coach. He was a head coach. He was a very good coach. So I learned a lot from my dad. You still have to study the other whatever, right?
That's a fact. If you're offensive, I don't care if
So
you're the offensive coordinator,
my
you're the head coach. You got to score to
favorite
everybody.
part of the game, though, was watching how they all came together and just really held their own. I mean, it was a blowout. So there you have it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, but I did. So
Philly girl, when you joining the team? When you gonna join the team, Philly girl?
You there, Philly girl?
I think we lost her.
Oh man.
I have talked about it. And can you hear me?
You going in and out.
Yeah.
Crap.
Just click the refresh. I'll bring you back in.
Serious, right?
Yeah, you going in and out.
Yeah, you guys, if you guys have not subscribed to Philly Girls channel, the link is in the description. Please go out there, help her out, and help her channel grow, and subscribe to her channel. She's a great Eagles content creator, and we definitely trying to get her on the network. That's for sure.
Yeah. I mean, anybody, just send y'all work over to Bird Gang, man. Y'all want to join? Listen, we building something big over here. Anybody that want to get down with the team, you holla at Big Dog right here. Send your work over to him. He'll check you out. If he like what he see, he'll add you to the team. It's that simple.
Fact.
It was that simple. We trying to grow this, and we need as many Eagles content creators as we could get.
Yeah, we got like 3 freaking Cowboy content creators already. So we gotta get even out the number, even though we got more Eagles still. Still a predominantly Eagles network. But we want all teams, no matter what team you're from. If you're a content creator for the Panthers, the Jets, the Giants, no discrimination over here. You know what I'm saying? Like you seen our boy, what's his name? Raphael. He's a Panthers content creator. I would love to have Raphael have a show. I just watch it myself, just to listen to that man talk. I love listening to him talk. The Panthers, and what do we do? All right, I guess Philly Girls have lost some track. We'll get these next ones rolling in here. You know what I'm saying? We got our boy, Mr. Millie Miz himself. Cool Cat Connor in the building. What's up, my guy?
It's basically the Cool Cat Connor show because y'all was waiting for me the whole time. Just a minute. Y'all was waiting for me the whole time. That's why y'all stalling. I'm watching your show while I'm watching the Cowboys hopefully lose. I'm seeing y'all stalling, waiting, like in the back of y'all head. I know y'all thinking, where is Cool Cat Connor?
Where the cat at?
Cat Connor? Where is he? Where is he? So here I am. So when it comes to this game, hey, how y'all doing, by the way?
Hey, where disco lights at, Cool Cat?
Cool Cat, where the green lights at? Cool Cat?
Hold on.
You've been waiting for it, my guy. You've been talking all that mess, man. You've been waiting for it. I want to see the lights.
Hold on. Dang it.
There you go.
Green light victory. About time, huh?
Okay, 1 second before you get into your rant, let's let Philly Girl finish what she is. She had lost connection, but we're going to keep you on right now. Hold on.
All right, go ahead.
There you go, Philly Girl.
Hey, Oh my gosh, Cool Cat Connor. Hi there. How are you?
Doing good. Got the green lights on.
Got the green lights.
It's
Yeah,
about to be a good session, man. You got the green
yeah,
lights on.
yeah.
But
All
what you were
right.
saying,
So
Philly girl, before you
I
go ahead.
only came back because I didn't want to seem like I jumped from your question, but I could hear and see you guys, but for some reason y'all couldn't hear me. This is kind of reason why I popped up here, because I know that you had asked me before to join, and the signal out here is really really
Oh man, she's breaking up again.
Just when you get a
live
chance,
stream
Philly girl, when you get a chance,
hours. I
just holla at Bird Gang about the whole situation when you get a chance, cause
just
your network keep going in and
need
out.
to work out the kinks out.
Billy girl, you're
I
breaking up with us.
don't know. I don't. The last thing I said about the
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah,
Philly girl, you got me on all platforms, girl. You know what I'm saying? So holla at me. We'll work out the details for sure. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Much love to you. You know what I'm saying? We understand.
Mm-hmm.
Unless she said she had bad reception. Or
Yeah.
she so
When it comes to this game for me, I'm happy, content, and a little disappointed. I'm happy that we won. Finally. I ain't trying to be too cocky. That's why I didn't want to do the green lights, because to be honest with you, it's the Detroit Lions, but I got it on. But I'm content that we ran the ball. But here's my issue with Nick Sirianni and Jonathan Gannon. Because again, for me, he's not out of the doghouse. I still don't like him, and I still want him fired for this one simple reason.
dang, cat.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
7
Last time
sacks. I mean 6 sacks, 7 quarterback pressures, a fumble for a touchdown. That's not good enough for you?
no. It's good enough for me. He gets a pass this one time. This one time, only because where was this the last 5 games? Where was
good
it the
point.
last 5 games? I mean, you could have been on. You could have been undefeated if you would have done this against, let's say, the 49ers,
Facts.
the Dallas Cowboys, who were watching, who's losing. Thank goodness. The Chiefs, the Buccaneers, the Raiders. If you want us to do this game plan that we saw today, plus the game plan we saw against the Atlanta Falcons, if you was to do that, those past 5 games that you lost, you could be undefeated.
Facts.
You could be on top of the NFC. You wouldn't even have to worry about whether the Cowboys win or not. You would be undefeated or be 7-1. But because you didn't, you're 3-5. You're ranked 11 in the NFC, still trying to get a wild card spot, and the Cowboys are still on top of the division.
Facts.
So
Facts.
that's my only issue. Jalen Hurts, he was basically the Robin to this Batman known as the running game, which thank God we ran the ball. Thank God, because BIRDGANG 31, you've been hearing me pounding the table on Birds of Broad Street, which you
Facts.
can find every Monday night with the trio of me, BIRDGANG 31, Philly Notion. One Trey Rock will be back as our guest tomorrow, and any other day he's free. So I'm telling y'all, Green Light Victory is back. Celebrations will be back. We don't really care if it's the Detroit Lions. We're just happy we won. But
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
when it comes
Facts.
to the it's like the only issue I have with Jalen Hurts is throw it to your playmakers. You did against that with Dallas. You kind of did against Dallas Goddard, but throw some deep balls. When we're going to see a deep ball up the head, though? We got a Heisman Trophy winner. When we're going to see a deep ball?
We got a
I want a deep
speedster in
ball.
Quez Watkins, my guy.
Exactly. When we saw a deep ball with Quez Watkins, I saw it when it came to the 49ers, and I saw it against the Chiefs with Devontae Smith. When we're going to see more that give us touchdowns. That's all. That's all the concerns I got. But outside of that, thank God we got a win. Thank God we got green light victory. Thank God tomorrow I can say with passion, notion how about them Eagles.
Yeah.
So it's been almost. It's like I get it because people are gonna say it's just the Lions, the pathetic. And let's get to that. The Lions are trash. It's like you going forward on fourth down, you missing field goals. I feel sorry for the city of Detroit, man. I feel
But hey,
sorry for them.
everybody didn't think that going into the game. Hell, half the people thought we were going to lose this game the way they played the last couple of weeks. You know, the
Like
Rams ain't no slouch, and they took those guys to the wire. I think it's
exactly.
not that the Lions are so trash. I think the Eagles, when they play the game that we supposed to play, we that good. Like we can do this to
Yeah,
every single team in the league if we have the right game plan. That's what kind of talent we got on our squad. You know, when
yeah,
you got these linemen moving forwards instead of backwards, you see the biggest difference there. You know what I'm saying? Like there was holes there. They scored how many rushing touchdowns today? Four rushing
yeah. We
touchdowns.
had 4 rushing touchdowns, over 228 yards today.
Yep.
You could have, and that's what upsets me a little bit because you could have done this against the 49ers. You could
Mm-hmm.
have done this against the Cowboys. I know, could have. If wishes was fishes, we all be rich. But you could have done this against the Cowboys, the Chiefs. You was close against the Chiefs. If the defense would have did some blitzing like they did today against the Buccaneers and against the Chiefs, you would have been on top of the NFC. Let them know the NFC East. But But to be honest, but hey, we won the game. It is what it is. My issue now is this: can we see some of this against the next couple of games? Because we got the Chargers, the Broncos, the Saints, 2 times against the Giants, 2 times against Washington, the Jets, and the Dallas Cowboys. If
Mm-hmm.
y'all want to make a wild card spot, can you at least do it?
Exactly.
Hey, if everything goes right, we can still fight for this division. Like we
Yeah,
only,
that
especially if the Cowboys lose tonight, would that put them 5-2, five
Yeah, I'll
and
make
three?
them 5-2. We'll be 2 games back.
And that's
We'll
not
be
that's
two games
not that's
back.
not super big to make up. I mean, Eagles they gotta get their stuff together, man.
Yes, they do.
They gotta get
Yes.
their stuff together. There's still a lot of football left to be played.
I mean, look at the Broncos. The Broncos ain't no pushover. The Saints beat the Buccaneers. They ain't no pushover. You
Right.
see, I don't care how bad Washington and the Giants are, or even the Jets beat the Bengals. I don't care how
That is
don't.
true. That's crazy.
Yes, you cannot overlook these teams because we
Exactly.
overlooked the Chiefs. We thought the Chiefs was had a bad defense. We thought the Raiders was bad. They beat us to the core. You can't
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
overlook these teams. You cannot. So you got to run the ball. I know I'm long. I'm sorry, y'all. I know y'all got others, but
Do
look,
you
we got
think,
to run
Cat?
the ball. Yeah, we got to run the ball. Jalen Hurts, look, because Pete, by the end of the year, because for me, by the end of the season, because we got to let Jalen Hurts play out. For me, it's like this. For Jalen Hurts, give it to your playmakers, and I need some bombs. After you run the ball, can we get some bombs? Can we?
Facts.
Where has Quez Watkins been? Did
They're
y'all see
not
Quez
feeding him.
Watkins this game?
Yeah, that one play,
He
right?
only caught like one pass for like 16 yards.
The one where he went across the middle, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah,
Jalen hit him on the right side. Yeah, that was a
yeah.
nice play too, though.
Yeah, you got to get some more passes to him. Devontae Smith, he's a Heisman Trophy winner. Just you got people like Jamar Chase that's having a better year than a Heisman Trophy winner. You guys to give him the ball.
Thanks.
You got to give him the ball. But run the ball. You got to give it to your playmakers. Salute to Dallas Goddard. I know that offense was happy, but you got to give it to your playmakers. Because if we don't see Jalen Hurts ball out with the playmakers, like what do we learn? What do we learn?
Facts.
Like what do we learn? He's a gadget. He's a good runner, but is he a good thrower? That's the only thing I need to know. Because
I think it's going to open up more the more we do this run game. You know what I'm saying? We can
yeah,
continue this running game. You know what I'm saying? Let's go ahead and establish the running game. Make that part of our threat first
yeah,
before we start bombing deep. You know what I'm saying? I kind of
yeah,
feel good about saving the deep bombs for later. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Let's establish that run because we haven't been consistently running the ball yet. Let's consistently
yeah,
run that rock and make people fear the run game. If they do
yeah.
that, dude, at the end of this season, we're going to be bombs away all year long.
Exactly. And if anyone thinks that we're going to the wild card, yes, we might. But my issue with that is you're going to be facing teams that not only can stop the run, that can spot the weakness of Jalen Hurts.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to be facing the Arizonas, the
Yeah.
Green Bay Packers,
Mm-hmm.
the Rams, the Buccaneers, the Cowboys. So if you want Jalen Hurts to be your quarterback this year, if we're going to the wild card, you got to fix. You got to fix this. You got to fix this and fast. Because if you go to the wild card, remember, Arizona can spot Jalen Hurts' weakness. The Cowboys shown they can spot his weakness, and it sucks. Your Green Bay, Tampa Bay, don't don't let Aaron Darnold get to Jalen Hurts. Don't let Aaron Darnold get to Jalen Hurts.
Fact.
I'm sorry. Do
Like I
not let
say all the
Aaron
time,
Darnold
though,
get.
Cool Cat, these defensive coordinators get paid millions of dollars to figure out what you're doing. And the
Exactly.
offenses we was running, like besides this week right here, it
Yeah.
was like ultra predictable. So it's like,
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. If the offense that we had before this game, if that's the offense we have moving forward and heading to the playoffs, hopefully you won't know what you have in Jalen Hurts.
Mm-hmm.
Nick Sirianni will probably be on the hot seat. Him, the coaching staff, and Howie, and we'll be right back to where we was this year.
I agree.
Yeah, you're funny as hell, man.
Hey,
You're funny.
I'm just trying to speak truth. I'm glad we got the win. But I also got to see where was this the last 5 games,
Facts.
and
I agree.
where was this the last 5 games? Where was the blitz the last 5 games?
But it's here
And
now. That's what really mattered. It took time. We had to have the veterans come out publicly and
yeah,
just, that was a huge thing. I know people don't like what Cox did, but I think that was a perfect call. You know what I'm saying? Because the last 2 weeks, you heard offensive guys and defensive guys come on the chat, go nationally saying that the scheme sucks. Period. You know what I'm saying? You got us out of place. We're not playing good football. We're not in the right position to make plays. So how are you expecting us to make these plays? It's a whole nother thing.
exactly.
So I think that they needed to do that because no one was really coming down on them. They thought that their scheme was gold. They thought that their scheme was magic and it was going to be something great. And they needed to come down to earth. And I think that having the national media tell you that you're garbage, kind of made these guys take a slice of humble pie. And they
Yeah,
decided to actually listen to the players and ask the players what they really want to do. Which they should have did all this in the preseason. That's what the preseason is for. But when you
yeah,
don't play your starters in the preseason, you don't know what your starters are good at, or you don't know what your starters want to do.
yeah.
Right.
And what took so long? What took so long to put Jordan Howard in? I mean,
Who
that guy was
knows?
a beast.
But we
Yeah,
weren't
who
even running the
knows?
ball, so you can't really say that. You know what I'm saying? Like even if Jordan Howard was up, he wasn't gonna get the ball.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we don't never run the ball.
Yeah,
But
we didn't run the
exactly.
ball, so like
The
that whole
Nick
Jordan Howard
Sirianni
thing,
problem.
I
It's the
want to
Nick
see Miles get
Sirianni
the ball
problem.
more.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's the Nick Sirianni problem. That's why I'm saying if you go to a wild card spot, you're gonna have a coach that don't know how to run the ball, which he does now, but he's gonna go back to his ways, and a quarterback that you see what he is when we don't run the ball. Sometimes good, sometimes bad. You don't think some of these other guys, the Rams, the Bucks, the Cowboys, Green Bay, the Arizonas ain't watching this? They can watch this one game against the Lions, but they can watch the other games against the last games, 5 games we lost.
Facts.
Right.
Yeah.
But we got
So I
one more
know you got.
backstage cool guy we got to get to. Go ahead and give us your
Yeah.
final thoughts. Give us a way too early score prediction, and then let everybody know where they can find you at, my guy.
All right. Let's go to the where y'all can find me. Cool Cat Connor. That's my name. Don't wear it out. Birds of Broad Street with me, Bird Game 31, and Philly Notion. One Trey Rock will be our special guest, per usual. You can have him. Well, we'll have him almost every week when he's free. Let's see. We got Cool Cat Mitch. I just did that show a couple of hours ago with me and MK Mitch. Salute to you. Salute to Mrs. Bird Game for the link. The better half. Who I'm probably going to have to deal with tomorrow with the code. So salute to you. And when it
Get
comes
some
to
Cool
the,
Cat merch out there. Cool Guy got his own merch. He got like 2 different logos,
I got
and he
you,
got the Birds of Broad Street merch. Man, this guy is
oh,
on fire right
please,
now.
can y'all ship something for me? I need y'all to ship. If I gotta pay something, I will. Please ship something for me,
Hey, that's what I was gonna
please.
tell everybody too on our I'm gonna go on our network chat because I want to let
Yeah.
everybody know that y'all hit me up and let me know what y'all want and I can get the samples for it. So everybody get the sample price, which is definitely a lot cheaper than what the merch is.
All right, no problem. Let me wrap this up by saying I'll say 30 to 27 field goal for the Birds when it comes to the Chargers. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Salute to One Trey Rock, Bird Game 31. Notion Gang, I see you. Salute, y'all.
Peace.
Hey.
Yeah, subscribe to my boy Cool Cat, man. He's a cool cat. And also Birds of Broad Street channel. Subscribe to that as well. We're growing that channel over there as well. So what up, Bobby Murphy? Sorry for the wait so long, my God. But
What
what
up,
up,
Bobby,
though?
what's
fellas?
up, bro?
Shit, man. Felt good to get a win today.
Yes,
Right?
sir.
Like, amazing what you can do when you run the football.
Facts.
I'm just
I don't know
glad I'm
what took
not
them
gonna
so
be
long.
angry all week this week.
Man, it was good to see Jordan Howard.
Mm-hmm.
They kept talking in preseason, right? He was in the best shape of his life. He slimmed down and he was ready. And they got him on the practice squad. Every week, BIRDGANG, they don't come on and I'm like, yo, where's Jordan Howard?
Facts.
You know, especially even when Miles was healthy, he's not good in the short yardage, man, like the 3rd and 1, 3rd and 2. He wants to do that east to west shit instead of the north to south.
Mm-hmm.
You seen Jordan Howard today? He's like, man, I'm just running straight forward.
Right.
Try and tackle me. He's like a junior version of ain't nobody like him though, like Garrett Blunt.
Right. Ain't nobody like Blunt. That's my guy, man.
Yeah, I mean,
I miss
he
Garrett,
was like
man. That's who was a super beast.
after Blunt left, Jordan Howard was like Blunt Jr. You know what I mean? But hey, man, people think Howard's old and watch. He's only like 27 years old.
Yeah, he's still
He
young.
came in the league at like 21, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Jordan Howard's a beast. All you gotta do is feed him a little bit.
Right.
You know, these backs, man, got flow. It's even the same with Sanders.
That's a fact, dude. I'm glad you said that. That is so true. That's what people don't realize. Like,
you got to keep feeding them, man.
Yeah.
You can't keep, man, bringing them in. You know, I mean, I know the league has changed. We kind of do like running back by committee. But shit, man, the first few weeks, it was just Sanders and Gainwell. Scott's on the roster. He's active, but he ain't getting the ball. Look at that little power back today.
Scott looked good, too.
I mean, a couple times, I'll be honest, when they got down inside the 5, it was like, you know, 2nd and goal, 3rd and goal. I wanted to see him just give it to Howard and just let him just run over somebody.
That's what you got
and
him
knock
for.
him across that goal line,
That's
right?
what you got him
But
Well, they
for.
scored 2
Boston's got the
touchdowns
little
today, so I think
bending.
they did that pretty well.
Hey, it's a
The fact that we
touchdown, man.
ran
I mean,
for
I'm not
like
complaining. But you
4
feel me,
rushing
man? You
touchdowns,
understand
my
what I'm
guy.
saying?
That's awesome.
I mean, I just want to see somebody knock somebody over, physically dominate. And that's what Jordan Howard does.
Mm-hmm.
Thank God we had him on the practice squad.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Facts.
Because now you still got a little mix now. If they stick to this, you got an all-around back in Gainwell. Boston Scott can break a big play. And we all know he's a giant killer. So we got
Shout out
2
to the
games against the
Braves, man.
Giants. We're on
I
need.
ain't seen the Braves win a world championship since the early 2000s, man. So
Oh,
shout out to the
shit, man.
Braves.
I don't even want to talk about that. I don't even want to talk about that,
1995.
Bird Gang. That
They
sucks,
just
man.
won.
Yeah, because Atlanta has a farm system, and they know how to bring players up. The Phillies don't.
Uh-huh.
All our young guys suck, man.
Our talent evaluators suck. That's what it is.
Shit.
We
You
can't
got to
get
be able to
nobody. We
develop
can't
players,
bring
man.
nobody up that's actually contribute to the goddamn baseball team.
Oh, no. That's a whole bad another subject, man.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm more like, honestly, I'm more of a football fan, more Eagles.
I am too.
You know, Sixers probably second. Baseball is just like too boring for me, man.
That's
It
way too
is.
boring.
It's too
Like I have
slow.
a baseball team. Like I'm a San Francisco Giants fan and a Dodgers fan. That's why I gave shout out to the Braves. I remember when back in the day I
Yeah,
used to
well,
play
originally
MLB
you're from Cali,
Showdown or
right?
whatever. Huh?
Bird Gang. Originally
Yeah.
you're from Cali, right?
Yeah. I'm from Cali.
Okay.
Yeah. So you
All
know
right.
what I'm saying? I used to play Showdown. I remember Smokes and them boys. Like they were the best pitching staff team you can play with back in the days, man. When
Yeah.
Smokes and fucking Maddox and those guys on the Braves, man. I used to love
Well, see,
playing with
like,
that team, man. That was a
old school
great team.
baseball, like, like the 93 Phillies.
Yeah.
How could you not like that team?
Mm-hmm.
They got a bunch of knuckleheads and beer drinking, but yet they go out and play ball, right?
Right.
But I think
Nobody
they was like
expected them
one
to win
baseball team
shit.
ever.
I mean, come on, there was some. Think about it. You had Mitch Williams, Lenny Dykstra, Dutch Dalton, all these guys. I mean, shit. Same thing like with the Eagles in 2017. It was not that Howie was a great GM. But you got to give him this. He came out of that broom closet. He made all the right moves that year. Every free agent, even like 1-year deals.
Thanks.
Patrick Robinson, LeGarrette Blount. Then he makes that trade for after Sproles goes out for J.J., 4th-round pick.
Mm-hmm.
Chris Long. Nobody really wanted Chris Long. We brought him in as a rotational end, right?
Thanks.
And it all came together. It was like a perfect storm.
You think we're gonna pick anybody up before this trading deadline hits?
You know what, Burgang? If we would have lost today, I think we would have been like sellers.
That's the thing. We could sell Cox, man.
You know what I'm saying? At 2-6, dude, you're basically going to sell. Cox, people have been calling about Cox, man. Several teams, but they're offering like later round picks.
Yeah, I don't want no late round pick. You gotta give me a first.
So what you think?
And from what they were saying,
get for Fletch?
Dude, I'm not trading. I mean, don't get me wrong. I get pissed off at Cox because he disappears, and it seems like he takes plays off sometimes, right? But I'm not trading him for less than a second.
Facts.
I agree.
Maybe an early third.
Give me a first. All these players we done seen get traded for first round picks. I
that's
think
hard,
Cox
man.
is in that category.
You don't really get first. You don't get first anymore unless it's like a quarterback or, believe it or not, a cornerback.
Right.
Like Jalen Ramsey, a game changer. You know what I'm saying?
Cox is a game
Now,
changer.
if Aaron Donald's available for a first round, I'd give one for that.
But Aaron Donald will cost you like 2-3 first. You're not Aaron Donald. You ain't getting
Hell yeah.
Aaron for. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like if Aaron Donald
Aaron
costs
Even
you
Donald
when
gonna
two,
cost
three
you a
first,
fortune.
Cox can get you
shit, when
one
the Rams
first.
got
Especially if it's a
when
late
the
first.
when the Rams got Ramsey, they give up 2 first round picks,
Right.
and I think another later round, right?
Mhm.
But he's a shutdown corner. Shit, I mean, really, sometimes Howie's good in the financial end and the later picks, but his early picks are fucking awful. It's like maybe you give up 2 first round picks to get a guy like Ramsey, or something like that, because you're blowing these first round picks anyway.
I'll take them. Sure.
Facts.
I don't trust how
Andre Dillon.
If
The
you could
worst part about
handpick
Andre
whatever
Dillon, right?
linebacker you wanted, Bobby, what linebacker would you bring to
Shit,
our
man.
team?
As far as the what, draft or free agency?
For on anybody's team right now before the trading deadline, if you're Howie Roseman, what linebacker are you calling to bring to that defense?
I want to take Seth Joyner to the Fountain of Youth, and I want to bring him back.
If you're gonna do that, you might as well bring back the old school Trotter.
Dude, that's man, all of them.
That's what we need
B&E,
right now. The X-Men.
B&E. Shit. Back in the day, man, I remember rocking in the vet, right? We'd be out there with the RV, and we're like road warriors, man, right?
Right.
All pitch in for gas, right? Pull up in that parking lot, and we're there 7 o'clock in the morning. We're going to eat breakfast, then we're going to start drinking some beers, and then we're going into the game. In the old vet. Yeah, let me tell you something. That place was nasty and intimidating. Nobody wanted to come play there.
Rocks in the cage.
That's when they used to have the 700 level, Bird Gang.
Dang.
Like, the link don't even have that level no more. Dude, sometimes as a normal fan, like, you got to be careful up there. These people are crazy. They're cranking up kegs off the side of the vet with a crank.
I'm hoping, man, next year I can go to every single home game. That's my goal. And I'm still hoping I can still get to one home game this year.
You gotta get the season passes. As soon as the season ends, you can get the season passes. That's when they're the cheapest.
Dude, I used to know this guy, right? I was working in Atlantic City. I was living in South Jersey, right? I know this guy that worked at a pizza place. These old Italian guys. Man, I used to wait till Friday night and get the best prices on tickets you ever could imagine, man. I have to leave work and shoot up the highway and pick up my ticket and shit because he wants his money. You know what I mean? He wants to make sure he ain't getting beat out of it. And I had like first level playoff game tickets for $75 a piece.
What?
Sheesh.
Yeah.
That's a deal right there.
That's a steal.
I'd walk into the pizza parlor, right? And I'd be like, "Hey, I'm Bobby. Tony left me those tickets." "Oh yeah, man." They'd be in the envelope. I hand them the money. Straight up.
That's clutch.
Like I said, waiting list for season tickets. And like, I don't even want season tickets. Someone told me all you have to do is wait till the day before, and people with their tickets be always selling tickets that night. You know what I'm saying?
See, that's what I'm saying, Berg. I would put my call in, telling them I wanted to go to the game, but I ain't desperate. If I get a good deal on the tickets, I'll go to the game, right? Oh, don't get me wrong. I want to go to the game. I'm just not telling him that, right?
Right.
He'd be like, Friday, about 4 or 5 p.m. "Yo, Bobby, I got 2 tickets, man." Blah, blah. Negotiate a little bit. I get him down about, and at that time, man, it's pretty good. $75 a ticket normally. Shit, man. And then I bought 2 tickets. I either take a chick with me or call one of my buddies. They'd be like, "Oh, $75? Hell yeah, let's go."
Hell yeah. You think I could get a ticket this year for like $75?
Shit, from where?
Nowadays, no.
I'm saying like,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, if you call the day before the game, like say
I
next Sunday, we're at home, right? If
I
I
know some
go up
people
there
that
to
know some
Philly
people,
and
yo.
I go the night before and look on the tickets for the people that can't go to the game last minute type thing, you think I can get a ticket for like $75?
Oh, look, see, this ain't the online shit. This is like direct contact phone call, and then when he says yeah, you can have the tickets. You got to drive up there, pay him cash, and pick them up. You know what I mean? On like a Friday night, say if the game Sunday, Sunday 1, whatever. You got to get up there, Friday, pay him your money, and then you're good to go. I had the best, man. Shit. I was there. I was there with Rodney Pete,
What?
right? Was quarterback. And we're playing Detroit. The Detroit Lions were good then. They had Barry Sanders. They were fucking
Facts.
Herman Moore. Number one offense in the league, right? Bird Gang. But I
I
got my
remember.
tickets for $75 each. Me and my brother, right? Now we're supposed to lose this game. Shit. Next thing you know, man, we're fucking smoking their asses. We're lighting them up. Man, dude, Detroit Lions fan behind me. They say we're nasty, right? And this is winter time now. This is playoff time. You know what I'm saying? So we're talking like early January. Dude behind me throws his beer on me. A Detroit Lion fan.
What?
Yeah, I'm like, and I'm so happy because we're blowing him out at halftime. Instead of punching his lights out, I just said, I feel your frustration, dog. Ha ha. Go Birds.
Go Birds.
Go, you know what I mean?
Face.
And
In
like
the
my brother's
face.
like grabbed me. My brother's grabbed me because he's like, oh shit, I know you're cold, boy. He just threw a fucking, and other people around him grabbed him. So I really didn't have to do nothing. You know what I mean? But it was fun, dude. We whooped their asses, and like some of the Lions points were like trash time. It was 58-37 at the time. That's like I want to say like it's like 95, 96. It was the Ray Rhodes era, right? Dude, it was the highest scoring playoff game in history at that time. I think it's been surpassed now. But at that time, you know what I mean? We're like smoking them, dude, the whole game. It was like a party. We're all partying.
Facts. Do
What
you
year
think
you
since
said?
it is
What
turning
year? What year
November,
you said this
December,
was?
it'll be
Well,
so cold there, I can get a good deal on tickets and not everybody like going to games in the cold.
Shit.
yo, they love the
We used to
cold
pull up there
games.
with an RV, man. An RV, an easy up, the grills. We'd have Sterno cups. We'd have ain't nobody going cold.
Oh
We'd
yeah, in
suck
Philly,
down
y'all
all
be
them beers.
walking around in the snow with your tank tops on.
Shit. We'd suck down all them beers before we got in there because once we got in there, Bird Gang, we know they're like $7, $8 a piece. Don't go in there thirsty. You
Yeah,
know, you're gonna spend a lot of money.
you gonna
You get a
spend ten
bottle in the
dollars
So
on a
tailgating
goddamn
party.
pretzel.
just get a couple. Yeah, oh yeah, we always have a bottle. I used to have one big guy, right? A big like burly dude. So of course, it's wintertime. We're all wearing jackets, right? He used to take two of them, two long tube socks, right? Real long ones. And he'd put those little Budweiser nips. He'd shove four down one, four down the other, and he'd tie it around his neck under his jacket, right? But he'd make sure he brought a bag or like a small cooler in his hand. Because when you come up to the check-in, they ain't got time to do a cavity search. They can't search you everywhere, right? So they make a choice. I'm going to search your bag or I'm going to search you to just get you through the line, right?
Right?
He'd come up every time with a smile. They check his cooler. He's cool. Motherfucker's got 8 beers around his neck.
That's tough.
That's awesome, man. I'll
You know
have
what
a
I'm saying?
freaking
Hey,
blast. Cause it'd
shit,
be so cold to feel like I tell you guys my story. I never went to Eagles home game at home in Philadelphia. They've all been in California for sure, you know. But I did go to Eagles Giants. It was the last game Andy Reid coached in New York. We lost that game, but I went there for New Year's and I went to that Eagles game, and that was the coldest game I've ever been in my life. Like that was
oh,
beyond freezing. It was negative like 20 degrees below wind chill, and I don't know
Jeez.
how you guys do it. I can't even
dude,
imagine.
we
You
would
know
have
that's
we would have like you're at least going to come with a couple pairs of socks on, right?
like five
One
pairs
year
of
though,
socks.
see in the old vet especially, you're standing on concrete, so it's even colder, right? I got those socks from the hunting store. You put a battery pack in them, and they got heating
Damn,
coils.
damn, that is tight. I've never even heard of that before. That's tight
Yeah,
though.
man.
I bet you they got
You
pants
put
like
it
that
like
and a shirt like that. I'm gonna look that up tonight. Cause I'm going to Eagles game,
there was
man.
like two. It was like a little battery pack on like your sock band, right? And the
Uh huh.
coils would run down through your socks, keep your fucking feet warm. Hell yeah, man. A
That is
hunter.
tight.
You got to go to a hunting store like Dick's Sporting Goods or Bass
I'm gonna
Pros.
go there, man. Thanks. I'm really
Yeah,
am
man.
gonna go there because I really am trying to go down and go watch Eagles home game. And I know
Dude,
it's
we were out there
November.
sometimes, dude. Bro, gang, we'd freeze our asses off, man.
Facts.
And
I
then
was
like
frozen. Like they were
within a
kicking
few
us.
days or a week,
They were literally
we'd end
kicking
up with
us
a
out of
cold,
the
man.
freaking merch store because they're like, if you're not buying nothing, you gotta get out of here. And everybody was in that merch store because it was so freezing
Yeah.
cold.
Well, I'm sure if you look online, man, you probably get them like real cheap. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying at the last minute though, we're like, oh fuck, it's cold today. We're layered up, but it's
Mm-hmm.
cold.
Like
We'll
if you
stop
got
at
a
the
pair of
Bass
those socks, you
Pro.
said I only need one pair of those socks. I don't need to have a bunch of socks on with those because they have a battery in them, right?
Yeah. Got a
Hell
little
yeah.
battery pack on like the band when you pull them up,
Uh huh.
and they got coils through them, dude, and they don't last definitely 3 hours for the game and heat your feet up. No shit, I'm telling you, man.
Yeah, you gotta have them little hand warmers and everything, man. Be
That we used
freezing
to,
out there.
yeah, bro. One tray. We used to bring those packs, and you break them, and then they generate heat.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
put
yeah,
them in
yeah.
the
I
front of
seen them
our
at the liquor
hoodie,
store.
and then stick our hands in there in them. You know what I'm saying? Hell yeah.
I remember them. I used to go to them cool games at. Well, you sit up in them higher levels, you damn near freeze to death.
One tray. You ever been to Veteran Stadium though, man? In the
Hell
700
yeah.
level. All right. All
Hell
right.
yeah. That it was the
So you
worst.
know what I'm talking about.
The seats was hard, floor was cold. Like, oh my
Yeah,
God.
man.
People was coming out
But
there
at
with
least
like
we're there though, right?
people was coming out
I
there
used
with
to
like
get those
actual
tickets.
blankets off beds. Off their bed, they'd bring an actual
Sometimes
blanket out
so
there.
yeah, oh hell yeah. Some like usually like especially the girls we were with, they're gonna bring a blanket. They ain't thinking as much as we are. We're half drunk and numb, man. We're like, it don't matter. But they got the blankets. But BIRDGANG, some of those high level seats, dude, at last minute, you can get it for like $35-$40.
Woo!
Mm-hmm.
And
That's
it's
what
a
I'm
big
talking
game,
about.
right?
That's what I'm
It's a
talking
big
about right
game.
there. 35
Yeah,
$40.
I'm gonna be there.
I get two tickets
Dude,
like that.
I was there. I was there. Say maybe I shouldn't say this because maybe I'm showing my age, but I ain't that old though, really.
We know.
I was there tonight. It was Monday Night Football against the Cowboys, right?
Randall Cunningham was
And
quarterback.
I'm in the upper level. I just wanted to be there, man. And these Dallas fans are dumb, We're kicking their ass, and they running their mouth and they're got their shit on. They're cocky. I'm just like, man, this ain't the place. They're knocking them down the fucking concrete steps and shit, right? That was the night we sacked Aikman 11 times. Listen to me. 11 sacks in one game.
Mm-hmm.
He was a deer in the headlights, bro. Is when it was Aikman's like first or second year. We rocked his knot. And the Cowboy fans still want to get up and talk all this garbage and shit. And it didn't fly with some people. You know what I'm saying? I didn't do that because I find the fun in it. Like joshing back and forth. And, as long as nobody touches nobody or hits nobody, that's straight. You know what I mean? But man, on a Monday night football game and you're getting smashed and then you decide it was a good idea to get up and talk some shit, I don't know.
Facts,
I
man.
don't know. I think that was like a bad idea.
All right, Bobby, give me your player of the game on offense, your player on the game on defense, and a score prediction for next week.
So all for next week?
No,
for this week, give me your player of the game that you like on offense and defense, and then give me
definitely Jordan Howard for this week. Jordan Howard. It was good to see him because man, I love Jordan Howard, man. He's
and on defense,
I think I say Josh Sweat. Josh Sweat brought it today.
Yeah, he did.
I mean, they gave him that contract and stuff. I mean, even though hey, listen, they can say it's only Detroit all they want to, but check this out. They were saying up until this game why some people were picking them to beat us is Detroit was competitive. They were playing everybody close, right?
Mm-hmm.
Even the Rams last week, right? We smoked their asses.
Yeah.
We didn't just beat them.
You barely won them. They be like, it's only Detroit. You barely beat them. But like we mollywalked them. You know what I'm saying? Like we destroyed those guys.
BIRDGANG. Like, and I was saying the same thing. I agreed, and it made sense. They were playing all these teams close, right? They were competitive. They even said if it wasn't for I didn't watch the game. If it wasn't for like a few bad choices or decisions, they could have beat the Rams. Well, the Rams are one of the best teams in the NFC. But like you said, we mollywalked them today.
Mm-hmm. We destroyed them.
And what was the third thing?
Them out. They only scored that garbage
touchdown.
At the end of
we
the
didn't.
game.
We blew them out, dude. We blew them out. If we would have,
out, but like, what do you call it again?
Shut them out.
Shut them out.
All right. What was the third question?
And give me an early.
Next week.
Yeah.
Next week. So we got the Chargers?
Yep.
Yeah.
And they just lost to the Patriots tonight.
Yeah. I think really it depends on Sirianni dedicates it to the run. I mean, when you mix it up, you got Jordan Howard, Boston Scott, Gainwell. That's a nice little mix.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? And you know what you said earlier, BIRDGANG, about once they get to where they start respecting the run, that's going to open up the deep, bigger play. See,
facts.
The last couple of weeks, man, they know Hurts is going to pull the ball back to himself, roll out one half of the field, right? So now you narrowed everything down. They didn't respect the run because they knew we weren't going to run.
Mm-hmm.
It was not a secret.
Mm-hmm.
And to be honest,
they
probably
start
why we
to
blew
create
them
a
out tonight
pattern,
because they didn't expect us to keep the run game the whole game. They probably thought eventually after that first touchdown that okay, they scored a touchdown just like last week. They're probably gonna go back to that passing thing that they did, and we kept it the whole game, and that's probably why we really blew them out today. I really believe.
Absolutely. I mean, so if they can keep that running game, especially, dude, I'm telling you, man. Whether it's Miles Sanders, Jordan Howard, Gainwell, Jordan Howard, Boston Scott, Jordan Howard, you got a combination of speed and lightning. You got totally different backs.
Mm-hmm.
Even today, though, there was a couple times down in the goal line. down at the goal line. Howard, man, he ran over a couple people, right? He got down inside the 5. And then they pulled him out. They gave it to Scott. And he been in there. He got it, right? But I
It's
just
like back in
really
the day
want to
when we
see
had
Jordan
Deuce,
Howard get it.
Corey Buckhalter, and Westbrook, the 3-hitter monster.
Man, I remember the days, man. Shit. It's a very rare occasion in Philadelphia we have a power back.
Mm-hmm.
But when you have one, it's like, man, like Blunt. Even though Blunt was only 1 year, I'm like, man, this dude is just pure fucking nasty. If he can't run you over, he'll jump over you.
Heck yeah, man. Hey, Bobby, go ahead and let them know where they can find you at. Run Trey Rocks out of here. I don't know where he went. You know what I'm saying? But we've been on here for 2.5 hours.
I
And
hear you, bro.
we definitely
I
gonna
hear you.
wrap this one up here for tonight.
Yeah,
But
man.
go ahead and let everybody know what you find out. And give me a final take on the game and the future of the Eagles, and then let them know where they can find you at, my guy.
I'm gonna say, hard to predict with this coaching staff, like what Sirianni's gonna do next. But say 27-20 Eagles.
Ooh, I like it. I like it.
If we keep running the ball like we did this week. If we keep running the ball. But Saints got a good defense, man. They're I believe they're like within the top 3, if not first.
We played Chargers.
Saints defense ain't no joke, man.
We played Chargers this week.
What's that?
The Chargers this week.
Oh yeah, I switched to the Saints. The Chargers defense is all right. All right.
They got the other Bosa brother, Joey Bosa.
Yeah. For some reason, man, I kept thinking the Saints were going to be next. I don't know why. But yeah. I'm jumping a few weeks ahead.
It's all good, my guy.
Saints might be without Jameis Winston for a while too.
That's awesome. It's like everybody can start messing up right before we have to play them, and we gonna have a nice,
hey man,
easy road to the playoffs.
I had to celebrate today. I had to celebrate because we finally actually won one.
Facts.
It was like several weeks.
It's been a minute for sure.
Defense played great today, though. So if they can, they said that Eric Wilson was a healthy scratch before the game. That told me they were going to run more. What's that?
If that's the case, we need to trade him.
I think they about to try to get rid of Eric Wilson for real.
It told me, and then they activated Kayvon Wallace, so they were going to run more 3 safety than they were. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Kayvon,
TJ Edwards made some plays.
Touched the field today though, except for like special teams.
Yeah. He's good on Twitter though. Kayvon Wallace is all pro Twitter.
He's a Twitter beast.
He gotta get his stuff together, man. He ain't gonna be here too long either.
All right, Big Bob, you want to tell everybody about your channel?
I don't have a channel yet, man.
I thought you said you had a channel.
No, I didn't. No.
No, not yet. Okay.
I'm gonna start one though.
Yeah, that's
I think
what it was. Maybe you said you were starting a channel. But yeah, man, let us know when you got that up so we can get that link out. We're gonna definitely get your stuff up.
So if I start my channel, we can come on and collab and stuff.
Exactly.
All right. Educate some of these clowns.
Exactly. That's what we like to do here.
We got a lot of these kids running around, right? And they don't even know what they're talking about. And they make the same videos repetitive over and over again. Like, I want to take Mr. Eddie outside and beat him up. You know, it's like beating a dead horse. You know, I'm just saying, man. You know what I'm saying, man.
I got you, my guy. I got you.
All right.
Yeah.
One
You have a
trade.
good night tonight. Thanks for coming on the show, my guy.
Bird gang.
Much
What you
love to you.
what
And
you
Thanks for
about to
bringing
say,
me on,
Bobby?
man. No, I was just saying. Good night, bro. All
All right, bro.
have a good
Appreciate you,
night, my
man.
guy.
right, man.
Peace.
Late.
So yeah, man, it's been a great 2.5 hours of Birds on the Wire, man. You know what I'm saying? Like we are here. We're about to wrap up the show, and shout out to my boy One Trey Rock for sticking with me. I know he had a birthday yesterday, so my brother's tired. He was turning up in the club. You know what I'm saying? Getting it.
Bro, I
But
ain't going to sleep till like then at 5 in the morning. Probably.
right. But hey, you stuck through, man. You stuck through, and with this kind of show, you gotta let the people talk. You know what I'm saying? We can't invite everybody to come talk without
Right.
getting through everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like
No,
we
no,
got
no.
we gotta get
I
everybody in.
respect
We
it.
gotta get
I
everybody in.
respect it, definitely. I
Yeah.
respect
So
it.
hey, but much love. Go ahead and tell them where they can find you at One Trey, and we get up out of here.
You already know, man. You can find me in the cave. One Tree Rock, North Philly finest. I mean, I'm actually from Philly, so I walk a little different, talk a little different, content a little different. You can also find me on the Bird Gang Nation Sports Media. I mean, whenever I pull up, he was with Bird Gang, Cool Cat Connor and the gang, Notion. It's a bunch of us, bro. That's why I told y'all. If y'all do content or y'all love this right here, hit up Bird Gang.
Facts.
Y'all want to get down because we building something special right here. It's not just an Eagles thing. It's any
Yeah. So
team.
actually, we got to correct it. It's BGN Sports Media.
BGN
It took me
Sports
a while to
Media.
say because we did the Bird Gang Nation Sports Media for so long
Right.
that I hate it because I be on the show like BG and it's like it's your name, you should know it, but it's BGN Sports Media. You know what I'm saying? We dropping
Yeah, well,
content on every level, man. You know what I'm
right.
saying? Any team that you're on, anybody can come over as long as you got some great content. We more than welcome you. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get shows every single day of the week. And I just found out the other day that we can stream at the same time on the network. And I thought that was, there'd actually show slots, but like if you got it, if you can come on, but you're on a certain time limit type thing, man, shoot, you can still get it. You know what I'm saying? Like we gonna
Right.
always drop fire 7 days a week, 24/7 on the network. Make sure you hit it. We got merch shops, you know what I'm saying? That all proceeds go to our content creators to help build their channels. You know what I'm saying? I got my own merch shop if you want to buy some Burger Nation merch, you know what I'm saying? Like we are going to give you the best content out there on YouTube and every other platform. We're on Twitter, we're on YouTube, we're on Facebook right now. We're on multiple platforms. So if you want us to get your face out there, multiple platforms, and guess what? Like a lot of these other networks, they charge you, to be part of it. Hey, I just need you to come and put that fire out there. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? I pay for most of this. I pay for everything. So everything else, you just gotta worry about doing you, and I'll do me, and we all do us, and
Yes,
we have a good
sir.
time.
Yeah.
Give them the quote, Rock. Give them the model quote.
I mean, it's like this. Either you gonna get with it now or you gonna get with it later. But I promise you gonna get with it. I mean, that's all I need to say. That's all I gotta say. Your boy One Tree Rock, you already know.
And fly, Eagles, fly. This is Bird Game 31, and we are out. Peace.